What's up, YouTube? We are the Synchronization. I'm Nate.
I'm Kale.
Joe.
And we have Taker.
There's like some kind of
He's
gray
waving
area
at
between
everybody.
special guest and veteran.
Ah.
He technically has his own video. See Borderlands review from Taker.
That was like... Although they can't check that out because that's technically not on our channel.
Well, it is on our channel, but we can't access our channel, so...
But they can. Please don't. It's not very good. But yeah, anyways, on to the topic of what we're going to do today. E3 wish list? Or pre-E3 discussion?
Well, first off, before we can even get into a list of, let's go over who the hell is actually going to have a press conference on E3.
Okay, here's a list of the schedule so far.
Oh, schedules?
I guess that could be easier. You know.
Yeah, because usually the indies get covered in one of like the developer studios like Microsoft or Sony.
Point.
Was
Stop
that
it.
Taco Bell?
Taco Bell.
Atlas.
I saw a Bell logo.
But yeah, we've got a list of things that we specifically want to talk about, at least company-wise. So if there's anything on here about what they're gonna produce, then we could talk about it. If not, well, yeah, there's nothing about it. But yeah, do we know anything about 505 Games aside from Taker's one game?
They're like I said, they're a good studio, but I'm not sure if they're gonna do anything that huge. So who knows? Like maybe they'll announce another Sniper Elite game, which has proven to be a pretty popular series. But other than that, I'm not sure what they're gonna do.
Maybe they'll take down Blizzard.
Yeah, they're they're a solid studio and all, but I'm not sure what they're gonna do.
Hold on, I'm pulling them up on Wikipedia just so I can see if there's anything else that we recognize, so we can be like, hey, yeah.
Yeah, I recognize like I said, I recognize their other games. Like after I looked them up, I recognize their other stuff. But
Payday 2,
yeah,
Cyberpunk 3.
Yeah, like that's another popular game. I actually played it, so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, aside from like those small things, there's nothing that we really want to see from them. So we're gonna move on. Next up, Activision. What would they be releasing this year that we would actually want to hear about? Anything?
Yeah, like.
Well, they're not on.
They're Guitar Hero. EA is Rock Band.
But they're not on Guitar Hero anymore.
Nah, they're making another one or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Activision isn't the ones working on it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a completely different company working on the new Guitar Hero.
I don't know.
Then I don't know.
Hold on, I'm pulling them up on Wikipedia to see if they've done anything recently that would be cared
It's
about.
weird. I remember Activision, but I've never played Rock Band or all those other stuff that are commonly associated with them.
Hold on, there's a notable games published thing. Well, they're the ones that
Spider-Man 2. There.
Marvel doesn't let them do their games anymore, so.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. We're getting Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 this year. Apparently.
Tony Hawk is still a thing.
Yeah, they're coming out with a new one.
It's still alive.
See, that's what I don't like about Activision. They just keep milking their franchises. They've just gone.
Oh wait, aren't they the ones that work on Skylanders?
Yeah.
That's it.
And obviously Call of Duty, but like they went from a pretty damn good company to one that just milks their franchises. Because back in the older days, Activision was actually a pretty good company.
They worked on
Now-
Destiny.
Yeah, I know.
Wow,
And they're part of the reason it ended up turning out so bad.
Isn't Tony Hawk like 70?
Nah.
Oh, okay, so they are working on Guitar Hero Live at least somewhat. Okay.
Well, yeah, they own it. They're just like having somebody else like.
Yeah, like the only thing that's supposed to be upcoming that we know of is Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and Guitar Hero Live. And I don't think anyone here gives a shit about Call of Duty.
Nope.
Everyone gives a shit about Call of
Shut
Duty.
up.
That's why Call of Duty games still be made.
I said here in this room.
Oh, not in this room. Fuck this room.
And I'm the only one in this room who gives any cares about the new Guitar Hero. So,
Probably.
well, all I really know about so far is that they changed up the way the controller is.
Now it's a guitar instead of
A guitar.
No, see, it's a guitar.
Actually, that would be pretty cool if
Guitar.
they went the Rocksmith route. Just
Instead of the 5 buttons on it.
there's 3.
Oh, you're close.
Oh, God.
There's 6 buttons at the top, but it's like a 2x3 like thing. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up a picture to show you.
You know, they
Are
did.
there like
They did that so you can play your fighting games on it.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
What's the controller stick?
I always wanted to play CVS2 with the DK bongos.
What?
You know you could actually play Smash for the Wii U with the DK bongos?
I've seen it done. It's hilarious.
On what?
Wii.
Wait, what are we talking about now?
Raw DK bongos.
You can play it. You can use the DK bongos on Smash for Wii U
How?
with the GameCube adapter. It reads anything that fits in there as a GameCube controller.
But yeah, they're still it's still got the strum bar and the whammy stick and everything. It's just they changed up the button thing, so it's. I guess to try and make it closer, quote unquote, to playing a real guitar.
Turned down for whammy.
Yeah.
Shut up.
But anyways, yeah, I don't think they have any aside from probably talking about Black Ops 3 and Guitar Hero. That we'll hear that much from.
Maybe they'll surprise us, but I don't doubt anything to go. I don't trust Activision to do anything to take any real chance anymore.
Yeah.
They're just gonna keep going with what's making the money.
Yep.
Well, they're taking a chance on bringing Guitar Hero back after it died.
That's actually smart. They let it sit after people got sick of it. And now bring it back to try and gain interest again.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'd actually like to hear more about it.
Plus, EA just kind of shut them out with Rock Band, so they had to let it sit for a while.
Plot twist. It's a first-person shooter.
No. You see, it's precursor to Brutal Legends 2.
Oh God!
If they did that, then I'd actually love Activision.
Are they the ones that made that?
No, EA
Oh.
did, but yeah.
Well, moving on. Atlas. Yeah. Persona 5, please.
Persona 5.
What about
Whatever
that?
else they make.
What about that Fire Emblem crossover?
No. No.
You were so hyped for that before the trailer.
I don't want that to come out anymore. I don't want whatever the hell that game is, that not SMT Cross Fire Emblem bullshit they're trying to pass off on us. I don't know who they think they're trying to fool here.
You.
Yeah, outside of the fighter, I don't know much about their game, so I can't talk on this. But
It's like a new Shin Megami Tensei game being announced, and you know how fucking dark those games could be with their super ominous gothic-like music, and then the opening cutscene turns on to Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
What?
yeah, like I know that franchise.
Look at this. Look at the fucking logo for this not SMT Cross
I
Fire
know
Emblem.
what the
Look at that
franchise is. 'Cause I
thing.
remember I bought him one of the games.
Fiend! Iron!
Okay.
Apparently,
You
it's
really
now.
have something.
Apparently, it's in Japan. It's now called Gin-e Ibunroku #FE.
They have hashtag in the name. Dear God.
That's perfect!
It is not a crossover. Don't you lie to me, Wikipedia. That is not in any way. Fuck.
It is a crossover.
We don't even have a release. No, hold on. Japan release date Q4 of 2015. Europe release date 2016.
Honestly, if they do another fighter, I'd be down for it.
North
Their
America
fighters are
release
good.
date to be announced.
So what about Ultimax? Did you get that one?
I played it.
What,
Yeah.
Persona?
Yeah.
Well, the Persona 4 world is about to go away now.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about if they did do another fighter, I'd be down for it because they actually did do a good job with those.
Well, Persona 5 Arena Ultimate.
Persona 5 Arena is inevitable.
Yep.
I'm calling it right now. They're going to milk the shit out of Persona 5. There's going to be like 3 different animes, 5,000 different mangas, a fighting game, an MMO, a first-person shooter.
Oh, and then a little crossover mini game with something from a Nintendo system.
Yup.
And then it won't actually be a crossover.
I'm still waiting for that Donkey Kong Call of Duty crossover.
Well, wait for it. For,
Kong-
for
Kong-
Persona 5, Mario's a summon.
I was about to say that Persona X Mario.
No, it's Kong of Duty Guerrilla
I
Warfare.
can actually see them doing that with Zelda.
Oh, yes. Summon Ganon.
Oh God.
I'm sad that kind of stopped. Like, the whole era of, like, Nintendo crossover with some other shit.
I just want some Persona 5 info on it, really.
All I fucking want... Shut up, laptop. That, and I want Nanako to appear.
Ah,
In
you.
any way, shape, or form. I don't care if it's a cameo, if she's a playable character, if she's a persona for some reason. I just want her to be in the game.
And every time she appears, the Junas theme song will play on loop for the entirety of her being on screen.
I
Persona
will
5
stab you if that happens.
Persona 5 will take place like 50 years later after Genesis become a military conglomerate that's taken over the world.
I just want Chairman.
The national anthem
Chairman,
of Japan
yes.
and practically the worst of the country is fucking the Junas Judas theme.
That'll be the opening theme. They'll take it, remix it Persona style, but it'll still be Judas. I mean,
will
that's
take.
the song she dances to in a Persona Dancing All Night trailer.
It'll be the part of everyone's morning bell at school.
The morning exercises will be the Judas theme.
It'll be the Judas theme in the Clockwork
The
stretch.
exercise will be Chairman saying,
Want some? Want some? Want some? Want some?
okay, moving on.
Thank
Okay,
you,
but
please.
does that do anything else that we care about actually?
I want another Etrian Odyssey.
Fuck, completely forgot about that.
Go back to helping Nipponichi.
I think Atlus's problem is that they do so much shit that it's kind of hard to remember what exactly they do.
Well, we're getting Etrian Odyssey Untold 2 this year.
Don't they make the Altair games
I'm pulling up Atlas and
Oh yeah, they did.
in the...
What
Hold on,
the-
this is
what
fast
the-
to remember that.
what those
I'll
alchemy
tell
things?
you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Altair, sorry.
Wait, did they make Artanelico?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I hope they didn't. I'll be very disappointed in them if they did.
You have those games?
I have one of them.
Meh.
It's
Which one? What are we talking about again?
Artanelico, that one game that you suggested to me that just so happens to not be as good as you said it was.
You ain't get
Yeah!
His fault.
Apparently it's my fault.
It's not bad, it just falls under the, like, every other JRPG in the PS3, just lackluster.
I actually wanted to play those games.
Well, too bad apparently.
I still recommend it. I'm sure you would like it, I just don't.
Is it very grindy?
Oh yeah. Well,
No.
Atlas also did. Yeah,
So, yeah, never mind, you wouldn't like it.
but yeah, Etrian Odyssey 2 Untold comes out in North America this summer. Maybe they'll talk about that a little bit.
Maybe.
Just for North American people. Oh yeah, Stella Glow is a new game coming out from them. And Etrian Odyssey 5 has was announced, but nothing else was said about it.
How about another Devil Survivor?
Yeah, where's Desu 3?
This is Valve syndrome. That's why 15 took so long. There was a 3 in the original title.
But yeah, maybe we'll get some info on Etrian Odyssey 5. It was revealed that they were coming out with a 5, and then we got no other info about it.
I'm going to be so pissed off if that was the actual fix. They just need to change the title. It's like, now we can continue. Oh my god, finally. It's been like 17 years.
Apparently another Devil Survivor was already released.
That's Record Breaker. That's the remake of the second
It's a
game.
remake of 2. But like, if they're making remakes, then are they like building up funding to make a third game, perhaps?
Yeah, like the first two on the DS, and then they remade them for the 3DS. Maybe they're like, re-releasing it to put it back in like, current publication so that, Desu 3 will be relevant.
Because I find it strange that they just like, Shin Megami Tensei 4! Oh, shit, didn't see that coming. And then like...
Yeah, that came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, and then
For
they
the
just,
3DS at that.
and it's like, that's it. We're done. More Persona. Okay, that's nice, but what about our Shin Megami Tensei? ...
But, oh yeah, let me see if Shin Megami Tensei 5 has ever even been fucking...
Speculated.
Shin Megami
Just type in SMT, oh my god.
Tensei V.
I bet you spelled it wrong.
Yes, I did. No, I didn't. I don't even think it's been like so much as teased yet. We're just, yeah.
Put it in the box with F-Zero.
But yeah, I want to see just Etrian Odyssey info.
When's the next F-Zero coming out? People want that?
Yes. Yes, they do.
That sounds about right, Kale.
That was the reaction from Miyamoto himself. Like what?
Really?
People want F-Zero.
Is that was that in an actual interview?
Yeah.
Like something. So when was the next F-Zero coming out?
What?
The next what?
Like what?
F who now?
Oh, F-Zero.
What did you say to me?
Oh, F-Zero. I forgot I did that.
Okay,
I
moving.
don't know. Throw in some
Oh.
DLC tracks for Mario Kart 8 or something. I don't know.
Okay, moving on. Bandai Namco.
Do we know these people?
Tekken. But yeah, they're the people who do Tekken. I guess more Tekken 7 info.
I want that fucking Gundam game we didn't get. That Gundam fighting game that we didn't get.
Can I be the one to say I want another Bomberman?
No.
Actually, another Pac-Man platformer.
I'm good with that as well.
What about
Pac-Man
the-
World 4, please.
What about the new ones? What are those about?
Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures?
I haven't
Yeah.
played them. I
It's
don't
a
know.
adventure involved.
I hear that the Wii version for the first game is like infinitely better than the 3DS version.
Uh-huh.
At least because apparently from what I hear, the Wii version tries.
Maybe
Yeah,
Pac-Man and the Ghost Adventures 3 release?
I want J-Star's Victory Versus to have more than a fucking story mode.
They have English,
Because other than that, like, there's no new characters, no new, like...
but that's for DLC.
It's in Japan. It's just a re-release, and they're giving us the English dub of it.
Yeah, but, like, why would you... It's like... We don't care anymore. It's been,
We
like, what,
play
5 years?
Pokemon.
You don't care because you have a fucking.
Do you actually care?
Yes.
Do you actually want the game?
Yes.
What, Pokemon Tournament?
No.
J-Star Victories versus Plus. If I had the console, I'd buy it. If he gets it, I'm gonna come over here to play it. Like, I actually care about the game. You specifically don't because you've already
Showing
played the
jump
original
versus.
version of it. So of course you don't care if they're not gonna add much.
Yeah, because there's nothing... They're not adding anything except for extra fucking arcade mode.
But we haven't played it before, so for us,
Yeah.
everything is brand new.
Yeah, I can just bring it here.
Why haven't you?
Because it's all locked away with my other stuff. The same
So we have
explanation
a
why I didn't
reason
bring
to not
anything.
do it.
And everyone else, in America has not played it yet. To that, well, not everyone else. But
Apparently, you can just get it
I've
off
actually-
Amazon.
I've actually played that game.
stop destroying my points.
A lot
A lot of people have
in America
imported
have
it.
Played it.
A lot of people have imported.
Yeah, people haven't imported it, of course, but like the majority, I would assume has not
They
not
don't
played
want
it.
it enough
Yeah,
and therefore
fucking-
don't deserve it.
Fucking,
So-
fucking
Yeah.
Hector, somebody had it. I can't remember.
Yeah, so god damn.
I just want to know if their voices for the characters going to be dubbed.
No.
I am good if they're not, but like if they did, that would have been
They're
awesome.
not.
No.
Nah.
So we don't get Ocean's dub Vegeta?
No. I'm pretty sure the Ocean Dub person who voiced Vegeta is dead.
I don't know these things. I don't watch Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, we'll probably get more Tekken 7 news.
Yeah.
Where's Tekken Cross Street Fighter news? That game that's probably 50% complete right now.
I don't even
Man.
care about that game. Like, they had every chance in the world.
The hype is gone. Street Fighter Cross Tekken has kind of died down, so the hype for the other version is just gone at this point.
I want
Oh,
to
wait.
know,
And
will... Go on.
and they'll obviously talk about Pokemon Tournament.
Yes.
Will they?
Yep.
Wait. Oh yeah, the other ones working on that, aren't they? I hope there's some more. Or would that be under Nintendo's press conference?
It might be. Who knows?
Dang, God, come on.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
what
I
do you?
don't know,
What were you
it's
gonna say
weird
about?
thing. The only thing in Tekken that I want to know about is, are we going to have more Mario stage gimmicks?
What?
If it appears on the Nintendo system.
What?
It might not.
Okay.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
Tekken Tag Tournament.
2 for the Wii U had like Nintendo themed stage gimmicks.
And
Ah.
costumes.
Yeah.
But it's for PS4 and Xbox.
Okay, then, so that thing is mute.
Unless that
Eventually gets it.
new console is the actual thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's a
So the
thing.
NX is actually confirmed to
It's a
actually.
thing. Who knows if when they're going to talk about it more though.
Yeah.
We'll probably get a port like
We'll talk about the NX
Next.
in a little bit. Is there any? Yeah, there's not really much to say about Bandai because I don't really care about most of their games. Like Tekken 7 is, and Tekken Cross Street Fighter, but apparently we're not gonna get any news on that until after Tekken 7 is announced. And I only care about it because the game's been in development hell apparently for like the last 5 years.
Tekken Cross Street Fighter. I don't even think that actually started. Like,
They did. When Street Fighter Cross Tekken was announced, it turns out that the game was like 10% done. Apparently, they're still working on it.
I call bullshit on that shit because
No, they made a statement saying that they wouldn't tell us anything more about the game until after Tekken 7 was released.
I think that's a genuine lie. Because like, Street Fighter Cross Tekken came out what?
2012.
12. Okay.
Which
So,
was what 3 years after they announced both games.
about.
Because it was what like 2009, 2010 when they first announced them.
Yeah, and the only thing we
Yeah.
got on Tekken Cross Street Fighter was like post art of Ryu and Jin,
Yeah.
and then like
That's it.
Tekken Revolution came out, and it's like,
Then
okay,
Tekken Tag Tournament 2 came out.
it's a nice like free to play arcade version of Tekken Tag.
There
without
have been-
tag mechanics.
There have been various like statements from them saying that like the game is on schedule, behind schedule. When, like I said, when Street Fighter Cross Tekken came out, they raised a statement saying that Tekken Cross Street Fighter was only like 13% done.
And then there's Tekken 7. How do you explain that?
And Pokken Tournament. Like,
Yeah, like two other
Pokken
games.
Tournament is a different beast. It's like, well, obviously you're starting from scratch with a completely different type of game.
But
This
the
is a
point
Tekken
is,
game.
they're working on two completely like different full games, while there's this other one that's just floating around that they apparently are still working on somehow while they're doing all this. Yeah, I see what you mean.
That's their hobby game.
It's kind of like what Square Enix was doing with, you know,
The Weekend team is
all
working
the
on
stuff
it.
we still haven't gotten yet.
That's later. Square Enix rant is later, Kev.
It's the same thing, though.
They have their Weekend team working on Tekken Cross Street Fighter.
Their Sunday team.
Kojima's
With
working
like
on it.
3-hour shifts
I don't know why I'm making jokes about Kojima, but
with a 2-hour break.
all right. Next up, Bethesda. I don't know what they do.
Skyrim.
yeah,
Or
Skyrim and
Elder
Fallout.
Scrolls in general.
Okay, here's the big thing about them. Everybody's been wanting Fallout 4.
Oh yeah, they're
And it's heavily implied they're going to announce it, and it seems like a production company accidentally like announced its existence. So basically, I think Bethesda's going to announce it, and if they don't, they're going to face a lot of backlash unless they do something big like a sequel to Dishonored or something.
I think to see Fallout 4.
Yeah, like I wouldn't mind it. I didn't really care for the games themselves, but they were good games. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
they
knock
were.
anything like that. Like
There was
Bethesda does incredible games. They for what you get, they last incredibly long. Like
Maybe some extra info on more Elder Scrolls Online stuff.
yeah, because like here's the thing about Bethesda's games. It's been what Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion released almost 10 years ago, and they're like people are still finding new stuff out about it. That's how long their games last.
And wasn't Oblivion like the first one that really caught a lot of attention? Because I never heard of Elder Scrolls before.
Now the Elder Scrolls were always popular. Because I remember I had Elder Scrolls 3 for the original Xbox. Like the series has been popular for a while, but like that's just to go show how long their games have lasting appeal.
All right.
There's another Elder Scrolls coming up, and
Yeah, like-
it seems like it's
What, Elder
more-
Scrolls 6?
Yeah,
They've got some stuff coming out. There's been hinted that there's going to be a sequel to Dishonored, which would also be really good because that game was actually pretty excellent.
and I forget the name of the new Elder Scrolls. They did announce the name, right?
Hold
Like-
on, I'm looking it up. I'm looking
I
up
can't
Bethesda.
remember.
Well, like the logo kind of like sort of implies that there's going to be like a lot of. How to explain this? You know how Skyrim is mostly just a snowy tundra.
Yeah.
And a snowy tundra with trees, and a snowy tundra with rocks.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be more greenery.
Uh,
And like the whole snowy tundra thing is kind of the main thing that drew me away from Skyrim. It just looked extremely boring to
Well, you
Skyrim
can always-
was good, but like I couldn't get into it like other people did.
me.
You could always get the PC version and just mod it.
Well, yeah, but I don't have a workable PC to do that. So it's like,
Yeah.
Of course, Nate wouldn't want to bother with because of the damn spiders.
What?
You wouldn't want to bother with Skyrim because of the spiders.
I can probably handle those spiders in Skyrim.
Not in Skyrim. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
There's also Battlecry and New Doom
Huh.
from them.
Didn't know that. Oh yeah, I did remember. I do remember hearing about the new Doom when Wolfenstein came out.
what dive?
I'd be happy if they announced another one of those too, because Wolfenstein was really fun.
Wasn't there a new one that wasn't too far behind?
Yeah, the New Order.
Yes.
I had it a little while ago. The game was really fun. It was a surprisingly long shooter too. That's what made it. You know, it's so good.
Gave you that worth.
From what I can tell, there hasn't been an announcement of 6 for Elder Scrolls. Yeah.
Who knows? They'll probably take their time with that. But like, yeah, Fallout 4 is a big one. If they might face a lot of backlash if they don't announce it because it's been so let on now.
Well, what they'll probably focus on is the fact that the Xbox One and PS4 versions of Elder Scrolls Online are gonna have just dropped when E3 comes around. So
Yeah, but like nobody seems to be really liking that game either way. So
well, no, it's just that when it first opened up, like there were a lot of issues with it. Hold on.
nah, like people don't like it because it kind of defeats the whole purpose of Elder Scrolls in the first place. The game should just be left as singular experiences.
Well, from what I hear, the Tamriel Unlimited version, apparently people are actually liking that. It's just when it first dropped.
Yeah, that's like what a lot of my friends who are into the series like. They said they didn't really like it because it just defeats the whole purpose of Elder Scrolls being like a whole immersive, such an amazingly immersive single player experience. Like
Plus
like,
now you,
turn something like that into
plus
another
now
life.
they're dropping the fact that you don't they've dropped the active subscription price. You don't have to pay to play it. So now that it's free to play, a lot of people are also kind of getting into it. Like people, it's like Final Fantasy 14. The initial release, no one really cared. But
And then
now
a Realm Reborn came and stuff. I know that.
yeah, exactly. Just like with this, like the Terminal Unlimited version, people are actually like really jumping onto it right now.
Well, we'll see how it goes out. But yeah, I expect. A lot of people are expecting Fallout 4. I'd be happy if they announced a new Dishonored or Wolfenstein. I'd be really happy with that.
Alright, because there's been one Wolfenstein in the game last year and another one this year that came out too, right?
Wolfenstein came out in 2013.
I meant like new ones. Wasn't there one that came out last year too?
I don't think so. Like they had like this little expansion called the Old Blood, but yeah, like the last Wolfenstein for the it came out shortly after the launch window of the PS4 and Xbox One. It came out like late in 2013 or something.
I don't know. I got this.
It wasn't 2014. I can't remember actually.
I could have sworn. Yeah, Wolfenstein: The New Order, 2014.
Oh, and they would announce it that soon.
And Wolfenstein: The Old Blood just came out.
Yeah, that's like the small expansion. Like it's like a small little game, like not like as big as the other one.
What about The Evil Within 2?
I didn't expect that.
Huh?
I didn't expect that.
Well, it's not a thing. But what if that was a thing?
Yeah, I wouldn't really care. Like that was a good horror game, but like if you're into that thing, then go for it. But
And we're moving on to the next one. Next up, Blizzard Entertainment.
Do we really need to talk about them?
More World of Warcraft expansions.
Done.
Now with koalas.
It's funny.
Wait, Blizzard.
Well, Blizzard has two games in development. Well, 3 possibly. Hold on, I'm opening up tabs.
Your mom's opening tabs.
Probably. Anyways, there's Overwatch.
Is that going to be your... Oh, wait a minute. I forgot all about that game.
Overwatch. It's an FPS from Blizzard.
Basically think their take on Team Fortress.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm still
That
waiting
sounds
for
interesting.
Splatoon.
get out. We don't love you here. You're off the team. Get out.
We wait for Splatoon later when we talk about N.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
And Plus?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Oh, vacation.
N Plus.
Yeah. Overwatch. Yeah. Overwatch seems like it could be interesting if it's like if it's anything like Team Fortress 2 at all.
I've seen the character things. They look fun.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about E3 like once it happens. By the way, we're not just gonna do this and then not say anything about it. I hope, assuming we get this video up in time. Joe.
We won't.
Shut up. We had terrible quality. Now that we actually have a mic that it works. Nice.
I can do it.
No, you couldn't.
Then there's Heroes of the Storm. It's a MOBA. Oh, well, they don't call the game a multiplayer online battle arena or an action real-time strategy because they feel it's something different with a broader playstyle. They refer to it as a hero brawler. It's like those elitists online.
So, in other words, it's basically Smash Brothers, but without the villains. And Mr. Game
The game
Watch.
utilizes a combination of heroes from Warcraft, Diablo, StarCraft, and other franchises. So it's a huge crossover thing then?
I guess.
So it's Smash Brothers.
Without the villain.
Oh,
So it's
God.
just one-sided Dissidia.
Yeah. It just sounds like they're making Warcraft except with things from every like all of their shit. Yeah.
There was a fighting game where the entire roster are just the good guys, but I just can't remember what it was.
And then StarCraft 2,
Persona?
Technically, I thought about Persona, but it's
and they're coming out with another expansion pack for StarCraft 2.
I've never
I
heard
think
of
anybody
it.
plays those. That like
Huh?
the only person I think that might play that will play that out of us will be somebody who's not here. So
I don't think
anyway, moving on from StarCraft because we don't know much about it.
Yeah. Well, what?
so. Craft stars.
I think that's all
So-
for Blizzard.
Yeah, do we care? Do we want to see anything from Blizzard?
I can't remember. I'm not familiar with them that much because I don't PC games. So
World of Warcraft for 3DS.
No!
that would kill the system.
If anything, the PC gamers will hate it.
Anyways, moving right along. Capcom!
Ah!
It's
Capcom.
It's bittersweet for them.
Monster Hunter 5 announcement.
Shut up!
And I wouldn't.
Oh, wait. That RPG, Monster Hunter Stories, I think it was called.
Oh yeah, the Pokemon-ish game, right?
As far as we know, yeah, it's going to be Pokemon style. I'd like if they talked about that at least somewhat.
Yes.
Too bad you gotta pay $2.99 for the rest of the E3 fucking bundle pack.
What?
And they're probably going to talk about Street Fighter 5, which is honestly my decision whether I'll get another PS4 or not.
Oh,
Was it not coming out for Xbox One then?
Nah, it's PS4 exclusive, but like, if it ends up playing too much like 4, I won't get it.
Are
Even,
Can
I'm
they
not-
really make that much innovation to it at this point?
I prefer 3 a lot more to 4. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh.
I didn't hate 4, but like,
why PS4 exclusive? What does Capcom gain from that?
they probably
Nothing.
They needed funding for the game, and Sony funded it. As simple as
Yeah.
that.
that's true.
Capcom is already in trouble because aren't they the ones working on the Tomb Raider games?
No,
No.
Oh,
no, Square Enix is doing that in videos.
there we go.
And
Okay, we'll talk about that later then. Never mind.
Can I be the ones to drop
No.
the card here?
Where's our new Mega Man game?
That's what I was about to say.
Bring
I
back
know
Mega
everyone's-
Man.
They should just sell Mega Man to Nintendo or something at this point.
Mighty Number 9 has been in development for like, what, 3 years now?
It's coming out this
Yeah,
year.
yeah, it's coming out.
It comes out, I think, at the end of the summer, and then we're getting a 3DS port a bit later.
Cause we got like fucking.
It has been in
Azure
development.
something
Yeah, it hasn't been in
Gunvolt.
development
It's
that long.
like-
Like shortly after he left Capcom, he started development. So
I just love this. In recent years,
Yeah.
Capcom has been criticized for controversial sales tactics.
Yep.
Such as having to pay for additional content which is already available within the game's files, most notably in Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
You mean like every game that has day one DLC?
Capcom has defended the practice.
Well, I think they'll probably announce a new Devil May Cry game. That's been implied. Who knows?
Yeah, because Ninja Theory was only contracted for the one DMC Devil May Cry game.
Honestly, despite how much people backlashed on that game, I ended up loving it. So like, if they
Oh no, people ended up liking the game once it came out. It's just
Yeah.
it's just the pre-release bullshit that the
It's the black hair.
Yeah, like honestly, if they honestly do hope they do contract Ninja Theory again, because I actually ended up liking that game quite a bit.
But yeah, because they only contracted Ninja Theory for that one game. So as far as we know, the next DMC game will be DMC 5.
Why
Yeah,
did
so
they play it off like there's gonna be like there's going to be a sequel?
the game apparently the game didn't sell enough, so who knows?
Well,
I mean, like,
apparently the DLC like kind of like wraps everything up in a nice little bow.
That's
It
still-
really
that's-
doesn't.
No, it still sets up for a sequel because Virgil becomes the damn Demon King.
Yeah.
and he comes back
Yeah.
from the dead.
And well, I don't know. Would DMC Devil May Cry 2 be anything different from the regular series? Because isn't the regular series
Yeah.
just him fighting Virgil all the goddamn time?
No.
Virgil's only in the third game. The
Yeah.
first two
Technically
games.
the
yeah.
first game, but that's spoilers.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
like-
is Virgil a bad guy or not?
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes and no.
He's one
That's
of
against
those.
his will.
But
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe they don't think they can like make enough of a difference between the two like timelines.
Oh
They
no,
did
it's-
with the first
yeah,
game.
it's
just
already-
roll with
yeah, the
what
first-
it-
the
what
first-
it already got.
yeah, it's already completely different. Like, okay, here's the thing about Virgil. He's not overtly evil. Like, he's not out to destroy the world or anything. He hates humanity, but all in all, he just wants more power. That's it.
Yeah, well,
More
in the
power.
original DMC3, he was like, well, I hate humanity, and pretty much, like, I want to be powerful and stuff.
Yeah, like,
In DMC, they kind of, like, refined that to, well, it's not like I hate humanity,
yeah.
but as a half-demon, these humans are kind of weak and need my protection. Therefore, I need more power, and I'm going to rule over them as my own personal method of protecting them.
Oh wait,
So it's sort of
wait,
like he went from Akuma to Meta Knight in Kirby Superstar.
moving
Yes.
on from talking about
Whatever the fuck you just said.
Anyways,
Yes.
Thank you.
Capcom is working on a new IP actually.
Oh.
I heard about that.
Deep Down.
Yeah.
It's to be a single-player game with the option to have 4-player co-op multiplayer, akin to that of Dark Souls, with random players dropping into your world to help you defeat monsters and find artifacts. So
Speaking of games like that, I kind of expected to announce Dragon's Dogma 2 because they did say a sequel to that was in development.
Ooh, Dragon's Dogma.
That would honestly help him out because that game did end up being a big success. So
so they're working on a dungeon crawler then. That could be interesting.
So like
okay, maybe we'll hear something about Deep Down then.
Where's found the planet?
What?
Where's Okami 3?
if they did that, then ooh, boy, that'd be a big chance from Capcom.
Where's my other beautiful Joe?
Where's Ghost Trick 2?
Seriously, when are we gonna finish Beautiful Joe?
What about
We're
Remember?
still on a cliffhanger.
What about Remember Me 2?
Honestly, they could just do that. They could just do Beautiful Joe 3 as a downloadable game. It'd be perfect.
How about Remember?
Yeah, but they gotta actually do it though, because
Yeah,
we're
no,
still
like-
on a fucking cliffhanger. Where's our third movie?
Remember Me 2? Who knows if that'll
Yeah,
happen or
Remember
not.
Me 2. Remember Me Again.
Are they ever gonna dub the anime?
Remember what?
Remember Me was somewhat of a. It was like a game that didn't live up to its potential that came out a couple years
Well,
ago. It was a good game, just not. Yeah.
I want Mega Man Legends
on March.
3.
Well, apparently in March of this year, they've already completed the story for a possible sequel.
Yeah, like Don't Nod already know they've already wrote up a script for a sequel, but it's up to Capcom whether they want to do it or not.
Don't Nod's creative director said that they intend to work on another season of Life is Strange before proceeding with the sequel. So we won't be hearing anything about that this year.
Please a sequel to Project Justice. My God, that game needs another.
Or if they do another fighter, do the thing everybody wants, like the Capcom All-Star Fighting thing in the Marvel style type thing.
I didn't want that much. I just want fucking Project Justice 2. That's all I want.
Yeah.
You don't know what it is.
No, I don't. I'm just agreeing.
He played with the character in Constantinople.
After using him a lot, I actually don't like him.
Where's Ashura's Wrath 2?
Who knows if
Because
that'll
there was,
happen?
spoiler,
I
he's
don't-
dead.
Yeah, I don't know if that could happen or not. Like,
They'll
You
find
play
a
as
way.
a girl.
They'll find a way.
yeah, like
They'll make it work.
I don't know if it's yours. How does yours Wrath happen now?
Yeah, he kind of like ended the universe.
Yeah.
They'll find a way. They if they can keep bringing back God of War, they can bring this back.
Kratos has never actually died. We don't know if he's actually dead or not. Like, it was pretty much confirmed that Azra ended everything.
They'll find a way.
God of War, all you need for a sequel is, like, you know, give Kratos some bullshit excuse to, like, kill more deities.
Well, all I want
And the last
from
game was a prequel, so yeah.
all I want from Capcom is to hear some info on Monster Hunter Stories. That's what I want.
Next God of War is gonna have Kratos kill a bunch of Buddhist priests. That's like all that's left.
In the
Now
fish
he's,
outfit.
now he's traveling. Now he's gonna get stranded in Egypt.
He's gonna go up against Ra.
It's going to Australia.
Do they even have gods?
Kill all their kangaroos.
The Aboriginal gods from. No, man. The Aztec gods.
No, he's just gonna go after every god in the world.
Actually, the Aztec and the Mayan gods would be kind of fitting for him because those people are brutal as fuck.
Wait,
And he's
I
gonna
got
go
it,
for
I got it. God of War cross Yu-Gi-Oh! Why are you beating me up? Stop it! How can she slap?
What? I should have recorded that.
Please stop recording.
Unfortunately, my webcam sucks.
She's on your hat.
No, my hat. I need that for work. See, you're wearing it like the kids from the night.
See, KO's like a Toho character. You take his hat off, he's gonna die in a few seconds.
moving on.
Okay, so that was Capcom.
He's not a Toho character.
Moving the fuck on.
Because it's not a shower cat.
Moving the fuck on.
Not a Toho character.
Moving on.
No.
What's so bad about that comment?
I'm gonna draw that.
Let's go.
Anyways. Oh wait, I forgot about Resident Evil because didn't they just come out with Revelations 2, or is it about to come out?
I'm not. I think it did come out already. Cause I remember seeing it on the Xbox store.
Well, they just released a new game, so I guess unless they talk about DLC or anything, there's not gonna be anything from that. Moving. Oh yeah, I just remember something about Capcom. I wanted them to talk about the new Ace Attorney game.
All right.
Maybe do like an English like release like date or something. Just now remember that was a thing. I just a joke because Crayola Color Alive is gonna be at E3.
What?
I'm not joking.
I know. Like, just what?
They're going to introduce a new color.
What?
Wait, hold on.
Like, that's just on the what list.
There's a link to their website.
They have a
What?
website.
Apparently.
Just what? That's. I'm surprised we didn't put Rockstar on this list.
I don't remember if they were on the list.
Nah, they're gonna. Nah, it was said months ago that Rockstar was gonna be talking about stuff.
We
You
just
know
made
who's
Juice
amazed
Cave
at-
5. We need a breather.
Yeah, but I really want to talk about them because it's been heavily implied they're gonna announce Bully too.
Oh,
Wow.
that game
was
came
a
out
long
forever
while.
ago.
Yeah. Like,
Wasn't that a PS2 title?
yeah, and they ported it again to the Xbox a couple years later.
Don't say it like that. You make me feel old.
Yeah, they ported it to the 360 a couple years.
We are old.
Shut up.
Yeah, they ported it to the 360 and Wii a couple years, a few years later as Scholarship Edition. But like, Rockstar's creative director said he wants to work on that game. He wants to do that game the most. So it's been. I'm curious if they're going to announce that or Red Dead Redemption 2 next.
Let me see if there's any Rockstar. Where did this called Rockstar Games or?
Yeah,
How the fuck did we get to God of War while talking about Capcom?
I don't know.
Oh, because I started making Ashura's Wrath jokes, so someone took that and ran with it. Let me see if I can find anything about Rockstar. Yeah, there you are. Bully, there we go. Possible sequel. The last thing said about it was back in 2013, apparently.
Yeah, I said something about it last year too.
Bully.
But who knows? Like, yeah, I remember like. Who knows? Maybe they'll do something. Maybe they'll surprise people with something or not. Because like it was implied that Rockstar is gonna announce something big at this year. So who knows?
Yeah, maybe. Disney Interactive. The big thing is that Disney Infinity is finally bringing in
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Honestly, I hope they give Epic Mickey another shot.
Ooh,
That would be nice.
Epic Mickey 3 would be cool.
Yeah, because like 2 I think they just went the wrong direction with it, but.
They need to stop calling it Epic Mickey. That era is gone.
What?
Where games just called themselves Epic for no reason. Kirby's Epic Yarn.
But yeah, I hope or even like something based on one of their other characters, like Donald Duck or something. Like I hope they do try something like that again. 'Cause the first game was actually a pretty
Making their shit relevant.
Yeah,
Oh, Kingdom Hearts 3. How about that shit?
Square's gonna do something about it. We are.
No, technically I talk about it because it's Disney. Where's the Kingdom Hearts 3?
Shush, it's not Square Enix yet. I will have Joe cut it out.
But yeah, like I hope they do something like that. Or a fucking goofy game. That would be great.
Oh, extremely goofy the movie, the game.
How
Not
about a
even
good
on-
Marvel game that isn't a piece of shit? Like that piece of shit, like Marvel fighting game that like UMVC 3 kind of got neutered for. That shit.
How about a new Marvel Scribblenauts game?
Oh, that bullshit MMO where you play as the Avengers.
Or a new
Everyone
Hulk,
plays
fucking
as the
Hulk
Avengers.
game, because the last one was fucking Ultimate Destruction was. Hey, oh my god,
When did that come out?
that was a GameCube title.
Oh,
Did
God.
You, hold on. Did you play the Incredible Hulk, the one based off the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, please explain this to me. I was told that it plays like Ultimate Destruction, but worse. How?
I don't get the
How?
reference.
It's buggier and it's much buggier and his options are less varied.
Ah! Superhero game sequels. This is-
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know why they limited it so much, but like
Nah, we need a new Superman 64.
For context, Hulk Ultimate Destruction is the Spider-Man 2 for the Hulk.
basically, like that game was
what?
just
Spider-Man 2 is like the best like
Spider-Man
superhero
game
game
ever.
ever.
And like the
Fuck
Hulk,
Batman, Arkham, anything.
yeah, like
Spider-Man 2.
that was Spider-Man's best game. The Hulk was just Hulk's best game because you really were the fucking Hulk. You could go around destroying anything. He could level whole buildings if you wanted to.
What about the Lego Marvel games?
Those are good too, but
Lego
like
Marvel is alright, but Spider-Man fucking
Yeah.
2.
yeah, I mean the Lego Marvel they actually did a really good job with Lego Marvel Superheroes. I'll give them that, but like come on, do another proper superhero game. Don't let Batman hog all the glory with that shit.
Attack on Titan, Humanity Chains is probably going to be the best Spider-Man game we've gotten in a decade.
Well, considering this crossover, might as well be.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, they should talk about that at E3. The crossover.
Yeah, like Disney
Marvel
has,
Cross Attack on
Disney
Titan
has
game.
the ability to do it, so do a proper fucking superhero game, man. That's what I want to see the most.
Epic Marvel.
Or another fucking Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Shit.
They'll crossover Marvel with Mickey.
But they did it with Phineas and Ferb.
What? Yeah, there was a Marvel crossover with Phineas and Ferb.
Oh boy. Anyways, next up,
No offense
EA.
to Phineas and Ferb, it's like the best thing that's on Disney right now, but
Anyways, next up, EA.
crossovers, man.
Electronic Arts. Don't they get a lot of flack for some reason?
Not as much lately. EA has been kind of not messing up as much lately, but
What did they do?
well, they're doing a new Star Wars game, but a lot of people
No,
are
what did
No,
they do?
What did they do to get all the because like
similar shit to Activision basically.
milk and shit? I
Yeah.
thought it had
Don't they
something
make
to
the sports games?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they kind of did mess up a few like beloved franchises like Dead Space and stuff, but
Well, EA Sports is like a company, like
It's the
like
sister company.
Yeah, it's like a separate
yeah, but
product.
I don't have any problem with EA Sports though, because like they do, at least like the games I'm interested in, like they're
Oh wait,
MMA and boxing
I have
games, they
a
do fine.
games in development list here actually.
For what, like EA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, ignoring a couple of sports titles, Need for Speed. Oh, that's an iOS and Android game. Never mind.
I was about to say they've done the last two Need for Speed games were great, but I doubt they're gonna do one so soon because they took their time on those.
Well, they're coming out with one this year, but like I said, iOS and
yeah,
Android.
like I said, I doubt they're gonna do another big one soon because like Rivals came out in 2013 or 14.
Where's my Midnight Club 5?
That's Rockstar.
Star Wars, a new Star Wars Battlefront coming out,
Yeah,
like
I know.
you said.
Yeah, I heard about that, but a lot of people seem like that because they seem to be a lot of people are upset about that because they seem to be eliminating a lot of stuff that are from the older games. But I'm gonna say wait to see how it plays out.
I'm not like one of those Star Wars like guys. Like all of my knowledge of Star Wars is from playing the Lego games. So
See, I never. I'm probably gonna get flamed the shit out of my internet. I've never watched any of the Star Wars movies,
I've watched.
with the exception of Episode 3. So
Oh wait.
You already
I've
seen more than me.
I've seen a bit of
I've seen all of them, but like
Yeah, episode three. I saw a bit of episode 2, but everything I know is either like I said from Lego or Family Guy.
I've seen all the movies, so I know that, and I've watched all the TV shows, so I know that.
I mean, I know the story of Star Wars. I know of all the lore. I know what happened, but
Yeah.
I didn't watch the movies.
Exactly.
So I have no attachment to it. And I did play the first 2 Battlefront games, and I liked them at the time. But going back to them, I realized these games are awful. So seeing the new Battlefront, I saw the trailer.
Yeah, like that's why I said I'll wait till they play out because honestly, some of the stuff just might not be even needed. That's why they're not putting it in.
Like,
but
I'm
yeah,
actually hyped for it, but I don't really give a shit about Star Wars itself. That's how good the trailer was.
on the TBA list, Mirror's Edge 2.
I was actually
That's a
about
big
to
one.
say that.
Yeah, that's a big one. Like I'm curious to see if they're
Because
gonna
hasn't
talk
that
about
been like? Because didn't they announce and they give us nothing else for years?
Yeah, like that's a big one for them. I'm surprised they went through with it. I'm surprised they finally went through with it. So like, yeah, that's another thing that actually got people good. That got
What, the hopes that they'll talk about it this year?
no, that's another thing that got people back in good graces with EA. That's announcing a game like that because like it sold well, but it's kind of considered a cult hit. So like the fact that EA went with it is surprising, especially after so long.
Apparently it's gonna be coming out in 2016.
Yeah. Like it got delayed. It was supposed to come out this year, but yeah.
So who knows? Maybe we'll actually hear something about it. Apparently they're playing on another Mass Effect.
Yeah, I knew about that. Mass Effect 4, I knew about that. But
A new IP from Criterion Games.
Criterion, they're the people who does the Need for Speed games, so that's interesting.
Yeah, apparently they're coming out with a new IP.
That'll be good. So,
BioWare and Visceral Games are both going to come out with Star Wars games. And Ghost Games are going to come out with a new Need for Speed.
Okay, so EA has a lot of good stuff, has a lot of promising stuff on their plate. I'm surprised.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna talk about any of it at EA, but like that's a list of things that might pop up.
So who knows? Like EA might surprise us with the new IPs they're working on.
Yeah, I mean, essentially 3 new Star Wars games, a new Need for Speed.
Yeah, because I knew Mass Effect 4 was in development already. Because they talked about it last year.
Yeah, Mass Effect, Mirror's Edge 2, a brand new IP.
Yep. So
That's a strong start.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hell, that's something for us to focus on already. Like
Mass Effect 4 is interesting because they already said they're not going the same route as they did with the first 3 games. Like, it's not going to be a Shepard-like story.
so, that's actually something to for us to keep an eye on for E3. Yeah, keep an eye on EA at E3. The letter E.
You mean backwards, 3 backwards, E.
Yes.
Indie games.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways,
They don't have specifics.
Indian games.
Konami.
It's hard to get hyped about them with their recent decisions.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
they have to knock it out of the park because after they canceled Silent Hill, it really pissed a lot of people off.
yeah, a lot of people have been like, no, not Silent Hill. Why did you cancel the PT thing? And
Norman Reedus, no.
the fucking
Kojima.
I mean the downloadable trailer for that PT thing that
Did they only choose Norman Reedus because he was a part of The Walking Dead?
I don't know.
But yeah, apparently that PT demo is now like unavailable for re-download. People have been selling PS3s with the demo downloaded for quite a bit of money on eBay. There are people who are actually willing to pay for PS3s that have the demo on it.
Of a game that you never have access to? I will do that for fucking Spider-Man Shared Dimensions.
What?
If somebody has a PS3 that they're willing to sell that has Spider-Man Shared Dimensions, I will buy that shit. Find me.
You can still find a used disc for that.
I don't want.
Can you not get it on PSN?
Not
No.
anymore.
Wow.
Marvel and Activision Marvel hasn't been happy about how Activision did their game, so they like pulled all the stuff from them. They pulled all the stuff from the digital sales and everything.
But yeah, we'll probably hear more about Metal Gear Solid 5.
That's probably the last thing. They better not fuck it up because that's the last thing they
May ever do.
Like Konami has to do something big to get back in good graces with people because after that and the whole situation with Kojima.
Well, like I said, apparently even once Kojima's done, they're just gonna say, "Well, fuck you," and keep making MSG games.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be the same.
So, maybe something Castlevania related.
Who knows?
Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh.
Who knows? Because the Lords of Shadow 2, I liked it, but a lot of people didn't.
What,
so.
Mirror of Fate?
No, Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2.
Oh, there's actually that too.
Shadow
Yeah.
Plus.
Oh, that game.
Maybe they will say something about Silent Hill though.
Who knows?
Let me
But
see if I can
canceling
find.
Canceling that game wasn't a smart move.
Oh, that was like unimaginable.
Well, it's because Kojima was working on that, right?
Yep.
So I guess they decided that they didn't need to talk about that. The other ones they own Bloody Roar and Bomberman now.
Yeah, I know that.
When are we gonna get another
I
Bomberman game?
remember they said they were keen on doing a Metal Gear Rising sequel, but Platinum is doing so many things right now. I don't think that will happen.
Not for a while.
Yeah. But if that does ever happen, I'd be down for it.
Oh yes.
Too busy making Wonderful 202.
Maybe,
I wouldn't mind a sequel to that game. That actually.
Yeah.
maybe they'll talk
But-
about the Konami code.
But yeah, like right now, Platinum is most focused on Scalebound, so who knows when they're gonna do something else.
What if when Metal Gear Solid 5 come out, you put in the Konami code on the title screen, and then like Silent Hills just starts playing. Like you can play the full game.
No, in reality, it'll just beat the game for you.
They actually released it.
Like it's a secret.
Mad Cats. They're gonna be at E3. Again, just pull that out. That's kind of like a funny thing because it's there.
Okay, now who's this?
You put the
Oh,
Mattel.
Mattel. Yeah, we're gonna get a new Hot Wheels game, guys. Hot Wheel 3DS 2015.
You become the wheel.
This is just another what? Like what?
Okay.
Mattel?
Who are these?
Microsoft.
Yes, one of the big three.
All right.
New Xbox.
Their
Okay.
update's going to include everything
Now-
they got rid of.
I'm really curious about Microsoft because after Killer Instinct's success, they're gonna start. They said they're gonna start focusing a lot more on Rare's franchises. So, two big ones that seem the most possible are Battletoads and Conquer. Because Conquer, he just had a whole pack released on the Project Spark. So who knows?
Oh yeah, that game that he has like a
And
cameo.
then, like
in,
they've
right?
been heavily hinting at a new Battletoads game all year, basically, between all of 2014 and this year. So
Really?
like, yeah.
And if anything,
Like
also,
whenever any talks of Rare's franchises came out, Battletoads was the first thing they talked about. So who knows? Maybe they got a new. They actually recently filed a trademark for Battletoads.
Wow.
So who knows? Maybe they'll announce a new Battletoads game. Maybe they'll do something with Conquer, and maybe they'll do something with Banjo-Kazooie. But all I know is that Microsoft is going to quit ignoring Rare's franchises. They said they've got too much potential to sit on with that, and after Killer Instinct's success, they just realized it's time to start bringing them back.
we bought you for a reason.
Where's our new
That's
Kinect
it.
Sports?
Shut up, KO.
Where's our new Star Wars Connect?
Shut up. Don't mention that.
X-Backs.
Don't mention that.
Mention Connect.
No, just connect Star Wars.
It's been too long. We haven't had a
Shut up.
Kinect Sports sequel in forever.
Had fucking rivals.
They need to revive that critically
They had,
acclaimed.
they had rivals last year. That was actually decent, but fuck that.
We're really gonna own up to their promise of a Kinect Sports 3E.
When are we going to have the sequel to Sonic Free Riders?
Don't break Joe. Please, Joe.
Yeah, if he dies, we have nowhere to go.
Yeah, but
Unless you want to
then,
invite us over to your house.
yeah, I can get there.
Yeah, that's the issue, actually.
But yeah, like they're probably gonna. I expect them to do something on Scalebound too, because like it's just so shrouded in mystery. It's the exclusive game. It's the game they contracted Platinum to do exclusively. The last time they hired a company to do something exclusive to them was Sunset Overdrive, which turned out great. So like there's a lot of hype around Scalebound.
Where's our perfect dark negative one?
Oh yeah,
What?
maybe they'll
It's
announce
the
it.
prequel to Zero.
Yeah, maybe they'll announce another Perfect Dark because that's an old Rare franchise as well. Who knows?
When are we going to get Windows 9?
You'll have to unlearn everything you learned about it in Windows 8.
But yeah, like, so it's interesting. It's curious to see what Microsoft's gonna do. Like, if they're really gonna start bringing back Rare's franchise, now would be a perfect time to do it after how well Killer Instinct's been doing.
That'd be a very big move for
alright,
them.
Speaking of Rare, were they the ones that did Banjo-Kazooie?
Huh?
Was Rare Banjo-Kazooie?
Yeah.
Speaking of, like, I guess that and indie games that,
So we're going to talk about the other game, huh?
yeah, ukulele.
The other guitar.
Shut up.
The other white meat.
They're called a string instrument.
Well, yeah, like ukulele is basically supposed to be like a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie.
So,
So look out for that if you're really looking for another like big platformer.
Ready for Collectathon?
It's the revival of technically the revival of one of, like, one of the most well-loved platformers of,
Game
our
history.
time, essentially, because we're all, like, 90s kids.
Yep.
So, after what was... So was what was it, Nuts and Bolts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that as critically panned as John Turner made it seem to be?
The game was actually critically well received. It just didn't feel like a Banjo-Kazooie game. Like the game itself was actually good. Like John wasn't even saying the game was bad. It just didn't feel like a Banjo-Kazooie game.
Yeah.
Like John, if you watch that whole video, he never once said the game was bad.
It was mostly, why cars?
Yeah, like I actually had the game. It was a good game. It just wasn't a Banjo-Kazooie game. It felt like if they launched it under a different IP, it probably would have been fine.
It felt like what Star Fox Adventures ended up being. It was something else, and they're like,
yeah,
let's slap Banjo-Kazooie on it to make it sell more.
Yeah, like it's not even that it was a bad game. And then John made a point that it honestly seemed like somewhere down the line it was going to be a platformer just because how the worlds were designed. But then they just decided somewhere along the line they said that this wasn't going to sell as much, so we got to try and do this.
Miyamoto.
Yeah,
You went
yeah.
and told them to make Lego cars.
Yeah, and he also mentioned that like the original trailer for it made it seem like it was going to be a classic Banjo
Yeah.
Kazooie game, and then we got cars.
Like, and to be honest, the car express wasn't even bad. Like, cause the customization you could do for them was actually fairly deep.
Yeah.
So like,
planes.
You can make them.
Yeah, you can make cars, planes, boats, whatever. Like, you had a lot of custom options for that. You can make a hybrid between them if you wanted to.
Think about it sort of like Diddy Kong Racing, but the builder.
Yeah. So the game itself was actually good. It's just like it didn't.
It's not Banjo Kazooie.
Yeah. Okay.
It felt like a skin of anything.
And then it made it even worse that the platform was thrown in as a secondary gameplay type.
I never played Diddy
Oh, and then there's also the fact that if you listen to like the very first cutscene, it's nothing more than them just mocking
Yeah, like
collectathons.
and then like even after you beat the game, like Kazooie even says, hey, you better give me the whole power pack just in case we need to make another one in case this game doesn't sell, right?
All right, so moving on to Natsume Incorporated, which is pretty much known for Harvest Moon. I don't know. I mean, I don't think anyone here is really like, yeah, Harvest Moon.
I wanted to play Harvest Moon. I just finally got one. Still haven't played it.
I don't like simulation games.
Not
Eh,
like that.
I kind of want to play Rune Factory because it's like Harvest Moon with RPG crossover thing. I played Harvest Moon 2 and it was pretty, or was it 3? It was either 2 or 3.
I've never played a Harvest Moon game, but I've heard good things about them. It's like you don't expect something like this to be a good game. It's like Animal Crossing, basically. You don't expect something like this to be a good game.
Exactly.
I remember Sam
so
like
who knows?
Harvest Moon. What?
I remember the last time someone bought a Harvest Moon game, all the different people you could apparently marry and
Yeah.
So yeah, like if you're into that thing, then who knows? But
As for them actually announcing like a new Harvest Moon or Rune Factory, who knows?
I may not put it too high on expectations, just because it seems to have like either died down or they ran their course with it.
But
But I could see something happening.
They might talk about like Rune Factory 5 or something.
Yeah.
And now on to one of the bigger things, Nintendo.
You mean probably one the
Camelot.
biggest thing?
Yeah, probably.
I'm hoping. Okay, like
So
here's the thing with Nintendo. They surprised me because their new IP Splatoon. They're actually putting a lot into it. That surprised me.
well, maybe they're just trying to avoid what happened with Wonderful 101.
Yeah, like
It came out and no one realized it.
yeah, like so. here's
Yeah,
all
when
the-
Wonderful 101 came out on like the same day or same week as what was it, GTA 5?
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. So no one noticed that the game came out for a while. Like Wonderful 101 was what their last big like new IP.
That was another thing Platinum did for them.
Well, still it's Nintendo. I mean,
Yeah, like
that was the last like big new thing that they did, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So hopefully,
Yeah, like I guess they're just trying to avoid having that happen since you
and it
know.
honestly makes me hope. Like I can't remember what this other IP they were working on. It's called Project Giant Robot or something else. So I hope they do take more time on that.
I bet it doesn't involve a giant robot.
That's giant robot fights. It was really giant robot fights. They had a video of it and everything.
From Nintendo or
Yeah,
Platinum?
I remember that. I remember that being
Nintendo.
mentioned at some point.
It was a new IP from them called Project Giant Robot.
Watch it be Megas XLR the game.
Yes! Yes!
Oh my god.
God, yes!
But yeah, so here's hoping Nintendo does try more new IPs and they keep putting as much time into them as they do Splatoon.
Yeah,
Okay.
for when the next Smash Brothers All-Star game, there isn't a giant time gap when we get from, I think, Pokemon to Pikmin.
What?
Nope, Fire.
So
And
so
that's how much
what do we
it is.
talk about first? Codename NX or Nintendo on smartphone?
I actually like to talk about Metroid first. It like Nintendo said they plan on having all their big franchises released on the Wii U at once, and so far Metroid is one of the only ones missing.
Yeah, because they're coming out with a new Zelda. Hopefully sometime
and
this year.
Kirby's had his game. Donkey Kong's had his. Mario's obviously had his. Star Fox is coming back.
Yeah, just for this year we've had. I think they announced Star Fox, F-Zero, new Zelda.
So hopefully a new Metroid game is on the horizon.
And they said they weren't going to make another Mario game until this new console comes out.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said they're waiting that long because, hey, they realized, okay,
Because I'm
Mario's
kind
there.
of drowning in Mario right now.
Well, what about Puzzle and Mario?
main series Mario game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not just that, but home console.
Where's our new Paper Mario? The Sticker Star.
It's like making Mario games is an addiction to them. It's like, oh, I'll quit. I swear.
If they do another Paper Mario game, I hope it's not.
Okay.
I hope it's
just a little bullshit puzzle game to tide me over.
yeah. If they do another Paper Mario, I hope it's not like Sticker Star, because Sticker Star was just too damn easy, like way too damn.
Sticker
easy.
Star was just bad.
Sticker Star wasn't a game.
Eh.
The fact that you can run out of even your basic. First of all, the fact that you could run out of attacks is not a good idea. No,
I
don't
think
do
you have
that
no
ever.
reason to attack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can't
I
level
enjoyed-
up, so what's the point?
I enjoyed the game, but it was way too damn easy.
There were no partners, which took a lot of
Yeah.
it for me. Like the main reason why I enjoyed Thousand Year, because I never played the original. I didn't play Super Paper Mario, but the reason I enjoyed Thousand Year Door so damn much was because of the partners and what they brought to the story.
Yeah, like even though like the first three games did have partners, even though they were different in them Super Paper Mario.
And
But
there were
still.
games.
Also, another thing. 4's story was shit.
Yeah.
There was not a story.
And what?
Sticker Star.
Oh,
Yeah, the story wasn't that great either. Like the Paper Mario stories, all had the Paper Mario games. They were all like
It was the first time Nintendo made a story.
yeah, and a very good one. Like the Paper Mario games all had very good stories, both drama filled and hilarious,
Yeah, like the thing about Sticker
and
Star.
surprisingly dark. That was another thing. Like
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
yeah, like the whole fucking in Super Paper Mario, the whole fucking universe gets white. Like that's how deep it goes.
And Thousand Year Door, Peach gets possessed by like the ghost of an evil queen. It's like, oh god.
Yeah, like
And you can be her eternal slave.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
in Sticker Star, I got to the first Bowser Jr. fight where you can just use the big special sparkly hammer
Yeah.
one and knock him out immediately. And I was just like, yeah, fuck this, I'm done.
yeah, the
I'm
game
out.
was just too damn easy. So if they do another Paper Mario game, like
They better go back to what works.
yeah, I mean like look what they did with the Mario and Luigi series. They were all good because they all even though they all
They
had something
added
different about them,
gimmicks
yeah.
that worked.
Even though they were all different in some way, they were all still like they weren't easy. Hell no.
Oh, God, no.
My cousin described Sticker Star in the best way possible. I asked him about it, and all he did was take a 3DS cartridge that didn't have a label on it and showed it to me. I'm like, what's that? He's like, it's Paper Mario Sticker Star. Okay. Well, why doesn't it have a label? This is the epitome of this game. There's no story. It's not a game. It's nothing. There's not even a sticker on it.
Where's the seal of approval, Nintendo?
It's gone.
Yeah,
the
like-
label's just gone.
I won't say I actually did. I had fun with the game for the first time I played it, but like I couldn't go back to it. Like I couldn't go back to it multiple times like I could the other Paper Mario's. Like I had to have beaten Thousand Year Door at least 7 times now.
Yes, that's minimum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like
At least.
especially seeing as the first choice we got of Sticker Star was like you had a chain chomp for an ally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fell through real quick.
God damn, that song's stuck in my head now.
What?
The Gooper Blooper.
But yeah,
Rock Hawk.
I don't expect another Paper Mario, but like who knows?
I'd hope for that at least.
I'm just hoping for a new Metroid game the most.
Yeah, it's always good for them. At least they try to bring back some of their old systems. Or
Yeah.
IPs, yeah.
But what about their smartphone games? Apparently they want to release 5 smartphone games by like I think 2017.
Well, somebody else like Nintendo themselves
That's
isn't going to be directly handling those. They're going to be
Yeah, I know. It's just that they're giving that company their permission to use their IPs.
Yeah, and apparently that company does do good work. So who knows? Apparently that company does do good work.
I'm
with
just wondering
smartphone
if it's
games,
going to
but-
be actual games or if it's going to be like pick Orange with Pikachu.
Nah,
type
they
bullshit.
said there isn't gonna be stuff like that. Like apparently the people who does that game actually does do quality stuff. So who knows?
I just hope they don't go too hard and
Yeah.
stick to their actual consoles more.
Yeah.
I will say, I would not like how they did with Rayman 2 on iOS.
What?
Where they actually ported the entire, 3D game on an iOS. That's a little too big for something like that.
Not anymore.
Yeah, but I meant there's no
I
controller.
mean, I'm honestly not surprised
Now
that
they have iOS controllers and stuff like that.
There are now?
Yeah, I still got one line at home for my phone.
I need to get under this rock.
yeah.
Like I have an Android controller. At home
I'm
somewhere.
a bit I'm not surprised considering that, especially considering the releases of Pokemon Shuffle and Pokemon Rumble World,
Yeah.
which
They could just easily port those over.
yeah, those are cute smartphone games. That's like the best way to describe them. And apparently they want to port more like smartphone like type games and app type things to 3DS as well. So it's kind of a two-way street there.
Yeah. And also, okay, I'm not a Pokemon fan, but honestly, I don't think it would be a bad idea for them to do a big console Pokemon game.
Thank you. I have been wanting this. This guy's been against it.
I don't want a main series Pokemon game on console.
No, yeah, I wouldn't consider any of the older console games main series either, but like,
Yeah,
I would totally love to see another Shadow Pokemon arc.
yeah, because that's a spinoff. I don't mind.
yeah, like
mind
I'm
those.
I'm not a Pokemon fan, but even I enjoy Pokemon Stadium and stuff like that. So I wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
seeing
but
something
like
that.
a
Oh,
new
yes.
stadium, or if they're just gonna keep calling it Battle Rev. I mean, if it plays like Stadium, then what they call it doesn't really matter.
Exactly.
How about just like, and I guess I should have saved this, but for the end of the Pokemon retrospective, because eventually we would have gotten to our hopes with Gen 7. But like, how about instead of having two different versions of a 3DS game, you have a 3DS, Gen 7 game, Pokemon, whatever, and then like a Wii U or NX counterpart to it.
Yes. Something like how
Which
they
would
did with Smash
essentially
Brothers.
be like Battle Rev in function, where it's literally just like, you can battle your friends in 3D, but there will also be adventure behind it. Like, you can do your gym battles or wherever. Like, pretty much anything you can do in the 3DS version game, you can also do that.
Again, I'm also against that.
Well, fuck you!
I don't want any like main series representative to be on a console.
There's literally no reason not to do it.
I will say one thing. I can understand them not making a console Pokemon game too big
Yeah.
because they have to HD every single Pokemon model.
Or even
Think
just
about
focus
that.
on one specific character, like making adventure games focus on one specific Pokemon, like Charizard or Pikachu.
Pretty
Yeah.
much all they did for X and Y, other than like make new models for the
So you mean
the Gen
Pokepark
6
HD?
Gen 5 and 6 Pokemon.
Not like that. I mean like
They pretty much just took all
like
the
an
Pokemon
actual,
Battle
like,
Rev and then
adventure
kind of
game.
just
Okay.
like
Yeah,
okay,
just
basically
put them down,
I don't know
put
if you
them
ever
in
heard
3DS
it, but there was this
and
old NES Pokemon game where you had to go. It was like a side scroll. You had to play as Pikachu, like maybe something like that. But like
You
it
mean
was
that
not-
bullshit bootleg game?
Yeah, something like that. But
Yeah, it was a bullshit bootleg game.
yeah, whatever it was.
That
but,
weird platformer thing, but
actually.
Jan
But
Tran
but
did a
for me,
video on that.
like for me specifically, I think that like main series Pokemon just belongs on the handhelds.
Well, yeah, but like the reason for that being was because like you can actually take that with you. Now with online, there's a possibility.
yeah.
Like I said, if they do have an adventure based game like Classroom or XD on the console, I don't mind that. I just don't want it to be main series.
I guess, but like I would like to see at least like the 8 gyms. It won't have to be a tie-in to the main series, but I would like to see that on the TV. You may not have to do all the bells and whistles and shit on it. It could just be like an upscaling from what they look like on the 3DS. I don't really care, but I would like to play it on that.
Hey man, just make it look like Battle Rev, except with better graphics.
And good.
Battle Rev looked good as fuck as time. I kind of wish they had another game because that's pretty much like
The
one of
closest thing we
one
have.
of the two things that was great about that game.
And
the
the only-
graphics and
And the only
the ability to battle people.
Actually, the only thing I liked about Pokemon Battle Revolution was that they actually made pronunciations correct.
well, the only
Yeah.
problem with Battle Rev was the fucking the fact that everything had to have a goddamn gimmick. Like we were playing.
Don't talk
Battlefield
about the
2
Neon
game.
The fact that the
Coliseum.
game was a $50 app.
That too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. That doesn't bother me. I just. It's just playing it. It's
Did
like
you buy the game?
no.
That's why it doesn't bother you.
The price wouldn't bother me anyways. If I had a Wii at the time, I would have bought that shit in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
like
Yeah, you
overall
would
from
have regretted it
Nintendo,
horribly.
I would-
Consider
No, I
all the fucking nightmare stories that you tell me about all those special
But yeah, like
battles.
overall from Nintendo, I just want them to focus on their both. Make a new Metroid game and focus on the new IPs more. Because as much as Splatoon's getting, there's another game coming out exclusively for the system that nobody really knows about.
hold on, what?
It's called Devil's Third.
Oh,
What?
It's almost a Bayonetta style action game actually.
They're made by these people.
I don't know who they contracted to do it, but like yeah, that's another thing. Like Nintendo should start hiring more third parties.
Oh,
if you
well,
look-
yeah, they've been getting into that.
Yeah, like they will keep doing it. Like
It's
honestly,
a Wii U game. That's all. That's all.
Yeah.
All the way. Oh, here we go.
you'd be surprised that's exclusively for this system, but
Made
nobody
by
really knows what it's
Nintendo.
about.
Made by Tobunami Itagaki's Valhalla Game Studio. Oh God, just look at the
Yeah.
fucking packaging artwork.
Yeah,
We make kids games, they said.
that's a hack and slash game, and it's a crazy looking one.
Yeah, an upcoming action adventure hack and slash video game.
Oh wait, isn't that the game with the guy with the tattoos all
Yeah.
over his gun? Yeah. That was like last year's E3. That was at last year's E3, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, but nobody really knows about it though.
Oh, other than what they showed, it's like that's a thing. Nothing else.
Remember when they made a game about a pink puffball?
Kirby.
Oh wait, that game's actually darker than most things that they made.
Speaking of things I want to hear from the Nintendo, seeing as they're I guess handling all the promotion for it, the new Fire Emblem game.
Fire Emblem.
I want to hear more about that. Not SMT Cross Fire Emblem, the
I
actual
know.
Fire Emblem.
We already did that joke with that.
But it's also Fire Emblem, Nate.
That game needs to just slowly stop being talked about, and then they just won't release it, and everything will be right with the world. But Fire Emblem, my main problem with that is the way that they're releasing it with like the two stories, because like two versions of it, okay, fine, but then there's the fact that if you buy one version, you can buy the other story because you choose one side at like chapter 6 or whatever. Like, okay, the game is the same up until chapter 6, depending on which version you buy. But you could also buy the other storyline for play as DLC, or you can buy the digital copy of the game, which allows you to choose which side you take at about chapter 6. But then the other option is completely locked out to you for future playthroughs, and you still have to buy it as DLC.
Why don't they just split the two games completely, like old school Nintendo game GB
Pokemon.
GB, yeah, like Pokemon, Zelda, Oracle Seasons, Ages, the old Mega Man Battle Network games. Like just separate the goddamn game.
Or in Japan, there's like a special edition that comes with both storylines without having to go through all the bullshit, and it comes with the third like quote unquote neutral option. I'm just hoping that we get like a digital copy that has like both storylines on it in America as like the only release instead of them going through all this bullshit. That's what I want. But just hearing more about it at E3 would be nice. Yeah.
I would like to see another Wario Land game.
Oh yeah, Wario is another big property for them too, surprisingly. So
Where's our WarioWare?
Where's our Wario World?
yeah, Wario World 2.
But we have to talk to Treasure.
We need good party games. That's what we need.
Where's Wario Party?
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Mario Party needs to kind of go back to its 4 people on a separate thing instead of on a train.
We haven't gotten a good Mario Party game since 2.
How dare you? I
3.
love 5.
3.
7.
7,
Shut
I'll
up.
go with that because you can play as Dry Bones. That's it.
Oh no, I just picked a random number.
Or you're good on the money.
But yeah,
Well, 8 was the last one before they went to this new style, right?
Yeah.
Shh.
I have everything 4 up. I don't know the
Uh,
N64 ones.
What about Codename NX?
Who?
Their new system.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's basically just going to be a system with a screen on it.
There's another black box.
Think the PS1,
It's another-
the one that came with the screen. From what we hear,
Oh,
that's-
the actual PS1 that's spelled with the one
Yeah.
spelled
Yeah.
out. Oh,
yeah,
the one that
apparently,
fits in your pocket.
yeah, apparently that's what we're getting is that the console itself is gonna have a screen.
PSP before the PSP was a thing. That's literally what it was.
I would laugh if it was a new handheld console instead.
I'd be down.
Because everyone's expecting it to be a console, but
Well, I mean, we did just get the new 3DS, so that seems like a bad move on
quote
their part.
unquote needs it. Yeah. Moving on. Sega.
Sega just needs to hand over Sonic to Nintendo and just die.
just like just become a second party developer for them, basically, or something.
Or become competent.
No, I think they should just die. No, just die.
They need to
Like,
get good. Scrubs.
No, because they just need to just die. Like
No,
they
no, no.
have their chance.
They have. I still have some kind of faith in them.
No,
We just
I-
need to see something big.
Even though Nintendo could make equally stupid decisions. It doesn't matter who fucking handled it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even Sega who made Sonic Boom. So it
I'm
can't
not even
blame them
talking
for that.
about Sonic Boom. I'm talking about Sonic everything for the past 15 fucking years. No.
So you mean
they
his
need
entire
to
birth?
die. The lack of fucking Jet Set Radio follow-up other than Future, which is an Xbox exclusive, so I don't even count that shit.
We do not have a Billy Hatcher 2, which is blasphemy.
I don't think
You're
that
one
game
of
was
the
as
people who
popular as
actually
I
like that
think
game,
it
so-
was.
Actually, I hear a lot of people like that. And the weird thing is those lot of people come from the Sonic fans.
I am a Sonic fan.
No,
I
you're
don't give a
not.
shit about Sega. It's Sonic.
No,
I
we're
care
talking about the ones that actually do flame wars of which version of Sonic is better.
Oh, that shit.
Yeah, those people apparently like Billy Hatcher. And I will admit, the game is wonky as shit, but like, it was fun.
But the main thing is that from what I heard, E3 isn't. Sega's even going to be even going to have a booth at E3, which is
Weird why this is here.
yeah.
So why are you even?
But if they aren't there, then that's kind of like a big like.
Oh, they're just having a meeting.
We're here to do the same thing that we've been doing for the last decade, and just taking
Yeah,
up
like-
space.
Like, Sega really needs to rethink themselves, because, like, the Sonic Boom games hurt them bad.
Yeah,
Very bad.
that was.
I'm not even referring to Sonic Boom specifically. That was
I
big
am.
red button bullshit. But like,
Yeah,
We're
but-
gonna go
yeah,
back
but
to
most-
Shadow.
Yeah, but most people don't know that, so, like,
Yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog 2.
no.
Yeah, it's one of those misblamed things. Like how Nintendo gets all the flack for when a Pokemon Sun happens.
Yeah. What are you talking about? No one else works on Pokemon. What's wrong with you? That's
Shut
all
the
Nintendo.
they have to put their seal of approval on everything. So technically, yes, it's all Nintendo's fault.
So that means, yeah, Sonic
bad
Boom is
game.
Sega's fault then.
Yeah, yeah.
Sega doesn't have a seal of approval. That's every single one of their games.
Actually, Nintendo approved that.
Oh, Nintendo fucked up Sonic Boom.
Well, I mean, Sega did have their approval on 06.
And Sonic Dark Brotherhood, that was also Nintendo's fault.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
Wasn't that just like really mediocre?
No,
Yeah, Sega had BioWare do that, though.
well, it was approved by Nintendo.
Which surprised me, since their RPGs are usually good.
It was aggressively mediocre. So moving on to Sony.
And I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last of the big three. Because we already did Microsoft and Nintendo.
Well, yeah, for like the people that have consoles, yeah.
Where's the Kingdom Hearts 3?
That's not Sony's
That's
fault.
Square Enix.
I don't care. It's gonna be on
What does Sony
PS4.
have?
Not Crash Bandicoot.
Ah!
Not
What are-
Spyro the Dragon.
But yeah, what would I don't even know what Sony.
Well, they're probably gonna. It's probably gonna be something Uncharted related this season. Like, who knows?
Still stuff with Naughty Dog.
Croc with analog controls. I'll play that.
Shut up! You can already use the analog.
Croc without tank controls.
That's what I mean by analog.
You could already do that.
Not with the analog stick. The controls themselves will be analog, as in free movement.
Oh, that's what you meant. Once you start running, it's free movement.
Mm.
Okay, moving.
Wow, we totally did our Sony work.
Most of
Just
Sony
make
shit is from other developers. Is the thing.
Just
Yeah,
make
like-
more shit for your goddamn console. There's nothing on PS4 that I even want right now.
Okay.
Can you give me a better TV?
Okay. Well, there's nothing to talk about for Square Enix either. So let's move on to Take Two.
No, fuck you! Go back!
When are we going to get that Super Mario RPG remake?
Yeah!
Just
Where-
think about that, remastered.
Where's
on the
Mario
HD.
Hoops 3-on-3 2? Because
Yes.
we worked on that.
It's,
When is Cloud going to be a secret character in Paper Mario that we can recruit? Take Two.
What do they do?
The big the big thing about them is supposed to be Mafia 3. Who knows? Like they
I've
basically
heard
they
that.
yeah they do a lot of stuff. They're actually the main backers of Borderlands. Like Gearbox makes the game, but they back a lot of stuff. So like if they would have Gearbox announce another Borderlands game or something like that, would be incredible.
Forgot to talk about World before.
Yes.
Yeah, like Take-Two, the big thing. Like a lot of people are expecting Mafia 3 from them. That would be a huge thing for them because like I don't know if any of you ever seen me play it, but like that game is honestly one of the best stories ever created for a video game. So like if they announce Mafia 3, it'll be a big thing for them, and a lot of people are expecting it because like the main lead voice actor from the second game said his character will be returning for that. So
Are we
okay,
finally
let's
done?
just go over whatever companies we have left. Then we can get back to Square Enix. Damn it, because there's obviously too much to talk about with them.
We are pretty much close to the end of the
Yeah.
big people. Oh wait, never mind. Telltale.
You done fucked up.
What does Telltale do? I don't know anything about Telltale.
Telltale they've been doing the amazing story-based games like The Walking Dead lately and stuff like that.
Oh
Things
yeah,
like
The
that.
Walking Dead and Game of Thrones games.
They're probably gonna talk about the Marvel thing that they just got contracted for. Yeah, they got contracted for Marvel,
Oh boy.
but I'm interested in that. One thing I hope is they don't go with the big characters. Like I hope they don't go with somebody like Iron Man.
Space Marvel.
Yeah, like
The lesser known Space Marvel.
somebody like
No.
somebody like Moon Knight or something like that.
Who?
Whoever the fuck that guy is. Those.
He's basically imagine Batman as a complete psychopath, basically.
But Batman isn't.
Yeah.
No, I mean a murderous psychopath.
So
He
original
kinda
Batman.
is.
Yeah.
Have you played any of the Arkham games?
No, they're still alive.
None of those people survived those
Oh, no.
injuries.
Oh no, they're alive. They're just beaten up bad.
No, the fuck. they're not. You don't throw somebody off a church.
Is it bad? Is it bad that I'm just thinking about the Joker in a Batman suit?
Huh?
I'm just kind of imagining the Joker in a Batman suit right now. That's what I have pictured in my mind.
Imagine Bane
In a Batman suit?
Imagining Bane.
in a Batman suit, basically.
Oh.
Well, that would be entirely too
Seems like-
small for him.
I was about to say.
Okay, like imagine Rorschach in a Batman suit.
Who?
That's just Bane.
You ever seen Watchmen? Oh,
He's Batman.
Oh.
yeah. Well, imagine him in a Batman suit. That's basically what you get with Moon Knight. Moon Knight's basically like his arsenal is like Batman, but he's completely batshit insane.
Is he a villain?
No, he's a good guy, but
Oh.
he honestly hates the other heroes, but he sees them as necessary. Otherwise, he'd kill them too.
Therefore, he's Batman in a Batman suit.
No, Batman. No, Batman would take a bullet for Superman. He likes the other heroes. He just
Why would Batman take a bullet?
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Well, clearly, in this scenario, Superman is wearing a suit made of kryptonite. So
You know what I mean? Dude?
Or maybe the bullet is made of kryptonite.
After the rigorous
Okay, this is what I'm
fight
talking about. Like,
of
on the
Noogie.
this is what I mean. Like Batman, there was a kryptonite. There was like a missile loaded with kryptonite headed towards Superman, and Batman drove it off, and the missile ended up exploding on him. But he did that because he cares for Superman that much. So Batman would like do something like that for Superman. That's what I meant.
You betray the good Justice League. I have I have a plan for every single one of you assholes.
What?
Kill you all.
Oh yeah, because considering he's human, he needs a plan.
Or
Batman
okay,
has
like
a
somebody
plan for all
like
Justice
who it basically what I mean is somebody who isn't like big into movies like now. Somebody like Moon Knight or the Punisher or something like that. I hope they focus on somebody like them instead of like some of the
Daredevil.
main series. Well, he's got that Netflix show because he's got his India now, but yeah,
Man, Punisher has 2 movies. He's good.
Does Deadpool count?
he's getting his own movie now.
Hasn't it already
No,
happened?
He doesn't.
No,
Oh, I thought that already came out.
comes out in February,
Wow.
and it actually looks faithful. So yeah,
I'm so far behind and yet so far ahead on that at the same time that I thought it was already out.
I'm amazed it wouldn't be on April 1st.
Or maybe I'm just
it's gonna be
confused.
rated R too, so that's a big thing.
Or wait, did the Deadpool game come out?
Yeah,
Yes.
Maybe that's why I'm confused. Maybe that's what
the
confused
movie's
me.
gonna be rated R too, so that's a big thing.
Oh boy.
I would expect nothing less.
Nothing but full frontal Deadpool nudity.
Oh god, that's
the-
gonna be horrible.
That's the entire movie.
We don't need to see all that warts.
And he's gonna be scarred as fuck. They showed pictures of him like that too.
Oh, so
that's-
they're going faithful to
Yeah.
comic book, eh?
Yeah, they're really so. That's why this movie's actually getting a lot of excitement, even from people who don't like Deadpool, just because how much I'm just because how like I'm a faithful thing to the character.
Well, I heard that. Speaking of like superhero movies and shit, they're they're rebooting the Fantastic Four
And I
movie series.
don't have faith in that. Like,
Apparently, like the Silver Surfer movie was like disliked, so they said like, "Fuck it,
I know,
let's
but
scrap making a third movie in that series." And they're trying to go, and they're just
I know,
gonna,
but like the thing is, the way they're trying to do it just goes against the Fantastic Four in general.
which is
They're trying to make a grounded and serious Fantastic Four movie, which just doesn't work.
oh
for
what?
them. A grounded and serious, basically a Batman style Fantastic Four movie.
L.A. Noir type.
I'm
So it's supposed to be like a super serious and gritty Fantastic Four movie, which just goes against their characters. There's nothing dark and gritty about characters like the Thing and Johnny Storm.
well,
Human
isn't that what
Torch
they
is
tried to
gonna
do with
be
Silver
Nemo.
Surfer? Trying to make it like super serious, like
No, it wasn't even that. No, it wasn't even super serious. It was still Fantastic Four. The movie was just badly directed.
Yeah.
Like when I say dark and gritty, I mean like the Dark Knight type dark and gritty,
Oh.
shit like that.
like I'm a bit like out of the loop when it comes to superhero stuff. So
yeah, so like I'm just not.
and apparently after the next Wolverine movie, Hugh Jackman is out as
Yeah,
Wolverine.
he's finally. Yeah, he can't play that role forever. He's getting old, so I'm not surprised by that. But
Do you think
yeah,
do you think it's gonna have the fucking Heath Ledger effect, where like no one's gonna be able to like do the role again,
Nah,
or people will always be comparing it to that?
because honestly, if Heath hadn't died, it wouldn't be like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, his performance was fantastic, but if he hadn't died afterward, it wouldn't have been like.
Well, if he hadn't died afterward, they probably would have had the Joker in another movie already
Eh.
with Heath Ledger.
Nah,
I
'cause
thought we were talking about video games.
we are, but it still relates to it because of the whole Telltale thing.
You yelling at me about Square Enix.
This
Okay.
thing lasted for an hour.
Ubisoft. What do they do?
Stay on
Rayman.
top for an hour.
They announced
Everything.
Ubisoft announced their new Assassin's Creed game, and I hope
Assassin's Creed.
I hope it's not a step back like Unity was.
Oh, you mean the face disappearing glitches?
Not even the glitches. Like, I barely experienced any glitches with Unity, so I'm not one of those people. But like,
Well, all I know is that like they had to release patches to fix all the glitches. And,
yeah, but I bought
new
the
one.
game day one, so I still didn't experience them. I only experienced like one. It was maybe like, yeah, it only happened like once or twice. But like, so the glitches weren't a frequent thing for me at least. But like, Black Flag was a great step forward for the series, and it seemed like Unity it tried some things great, but not all of them were tested too well, so it didn't just work. They all didn't work out as well. So like,
Well,
hopefully, I think it was trying to like. I think their problem was trying to make 2 Assassin's Creed games at once, so that probably fucked.
Oh,
up
where they
schedule.
made the
Assassin's Creed Unity, more like Unity Engine. Ah!
Yeah, but like they released Unity and they were working on Assassin's Creed Unity and Assassin's Creed Rogue at the same time. Now apparently Rogue turned out great, but apparently
which one was the one for next gen?
Unity?
Yeah, because didn't they just release Rogue for like PS3 and 360? So it's like,
Yeah.
hey, you guys aren't left out. It's not
Yeah,
the actual
apparently-
game,
now,
but
apparently Rogue
here,
turned out great, so I don't know about that. But like, but I guess Unity suffered,
as a
and
result.
I guess part of it they had to cut some things back because certain things the PS4 version couldn't handle.
Yeah.
So hopefully they put the right time into it.
New Assassin's Creed game. Is it Wednesday already?
But yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt when they announced a new one after Assassin's Creed, after Black Flag came out, and it's like new Assassin's Creed confirmed by Ubisoft.
Yeah, but
Black
see, like,
Flag came out yesterday.
yeah, but like, see, hopefully it's another step forward, like Black Flag was, and not a step back like Unity was. So that's what I have to say with Ubisoft when it turns to Assassin's Creed, and hopefully the Division doesn't get fucking pushed back again,
Assassin's Creed 4 came out before Revelations.
because like the Division was a highly anticipated game, but it just got pushed back to 2016 now.
Well.
So.
Oh yeah, I like kind of skimmed over this when it came to Nintendo back there, but like we kind of skimmed over. But I'm wondering if there is going to be anything regarding Pokemon at E3.
Who knows?
Most likely.
Like we mentioned Pokemon a couple times, but I'm just wondering like
And
if there's going to be like
honestly, I hope
a big
Ubisoft
announcement
finally tells us what's going on with Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh yeah.
Because like it's still, they confirmed it's still in development, but we just haven't heard anything about it since like a couple E3s ago.
Yeah, we saw a list of games that have, like we heard about but like disappeared from existence, like Kingdom Hearts 3, Tekken Cross Street Fighter, Mirror's Edge 2, and yeah, Beyond Good and Evil 2 was on that list. I just remember.
Yeah, like
you weren't there for
yeah,
that.
so
Though.
we can confirm that Michael Ansel himself confirmed that Beyond Good and Evil 3 is still in development, but like hopefully with Rayman Legends being done in a while for a while now, they've actually made some good progress on it. So hopefully we'll see something on that.
Speaking of which, will I be the only one who would be kind of excited if they went back at least a little bit for a 3D Rayman?
Not at all.
Okay then. Because I hear everyone always says that like Rayman 2 was like one of the greatest 3D platformers of all time.
Rayman 2 and 3 were fantastic. So like if
They
went back to another one,
mid with 3, but I love 3.
yeah, so did I. But like so if they went back to 3D with Rayman, that wouldn't be a problem at all.
Where's our next Origins Legend? Like,
That's the thing. It's
thing.
like it seems like that's all they're gonna do now.
Which I hope they don't, because like Rayman works for both. So just keep doing both.
don't stop.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a new Prince of Persia.
That's never gonna happen.
Why?
Ever since
That's
of the
serious.
movie of the game.
Unless that game was actually good. But
The
still,
movie was awesome.
the movie wasn't terrible, but
I could have sworn
Well,
there
the
was
franchise just
very
dead.
bad backlash about one that was based off a movie, and then it got a movie, and then it was based off the game.
no, the game based off the movie was fine because it actually fixed what was wrong with the previous Prince of Persia game.
Oh, okay, so that's probably what happened.
It's the one that wasn't based off the movie. That
Oh.
came out after the movie.
Oh.
Not Forgotten Sands. Well, it had the movie's likeness in it.
No, not Forgotten Sands, the one before it.
Oh yeah, that was just
The
called
cell
Prince of
shaded
Persia.
one.
That was supposed to be like a complete reboot of the series, but the problem with that is it was a fantastic game, just too easy.
Yeah,
It
you
took
couldn't die.
it took the difficulty from the series, and Forgotten Sands brought that back. So
Epic.
No.
Yeah.
It's so, and the fact that, all right, the reason you couldn't die is so stupidly specific is that there's a
Wait. Is that the one where like every time you die, like the
The
goddess
chick
will bring you back with her
the chick,
staff
yeah,
or whatever?
the chick who's traveling through throughout the whole game saves them all the time.
Yeah.
It's so specific to that shit that even in the scene where she's like trapped and you try to jump off to kill yourself, she'll save you anyway.
And it was.
It's like, let me save you, and now let me go back to being trapped.
It was
like, what the
It
fuck?
was too short too. Like I beat it about 4 hours.
I remember. I think it was
Wow.
Armand was playing that when I
Well, none of
was
the
over
games
at
are
Blaze's house
long,
one
but
time.
like,
Yeah, but none of them were that short. Like I beat that game in 3 or 4 hours. That's how short and easy it was.
it'll never be as short
Damn.
as DBZ sagas.
That is a
What is
Kirby
that?
game short.
Without the challenge of Kirby.
Wow!
Yeah.
Again, what
Oh
is that?
my god!
Action adventure Dragon Ball Z game that I beat in 45 minutes.
On what
Yeah,
system?
Saga,
PS2.
PS2 and I had it for
GameCube.
GameCube, but yeah,
And
Saga.
I think Xbox One.
Yeah,
Not one, but not Xbox One, but the
Original
first
Xbox.
Yeah.
Saga was just terrible. Don't talk about it.
I think
I
the
like
first ever Kirby game still beats that.
It's a Kirby game.
What
Exactly.
was the first ever Kirby game?
It's a platform.
Dreamland.
You can just like,
It was 4 levels.
it's to get to the end of the level. This is Dragon Ball Z. This is the take your time to beat up shit, and then boss fight. And
So in
then
other
take
words,
more
you
time.
took your time for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I think he's saying as opposed to like a Kirby
And
game,
once you unlock Broly, you beat it in 5 minutes.
a,
or less.
a DBZ game should not be that short. Like
Yeah.
DBZ specifically.
No game should be that short.
Also,
Except for like Flappy Bird.
well,
Which is
well,
technically infinite.
well,
Even
Flappy Bird
is
will,
longer.
will end in 45 minutes because you'll try to get past like level 1 for 45 minutes and then rage quit when you can't do it.
So
But,
it's eternal. Even Flappy Bird is longer than Saga.
But yeah, like Prince of Persia will be a surprise for them, but I don't expect it.
So how about Warner Bros.
Animaniacs, the movie. Again.
The game, the movie,
64
Honestly-
advanced.
the junior novelization.
Honestly,
Extend.
I hope Rocksteady after Batman's done, because this is the final Arkham game.
Which one is this? Arkham.
Arkham Knight, and,
Yeah.
it's being handled by Rocksteady, so it's not gonna be like Arkham Origins was. Not that game was bad, but just didn't do anything to like move the series forward really. But like, hopefully, I hope that Rocksteady tries their hand at another superhero.
Watch them loophole their way to making another Batman game. It's like, oh yeah, that was the last Arkham game. This is the Gotham game. This takes place in Gotham.
Or you know, they
Technically,
could
it's
just do what
completely
Konami's trying to
Nah,
do and just
Arkham
make
Knight
sequels.
is taking place in Gotham City, like full Gotham City. So
I'd still see them doing something.
yeah, but hopefully they try their hand at another superhero, because like now would be the perfect time. Thanks to the TV shows, Green Arrow and Flash are incredibly popular.
Yeah, the Flash.
Even though I didn't like Man of Steel, Superman, people like Man of Steel for some reason. So the movie was popular, so they could finally try to make a good Superman game again. There hasn't been one since the Super Nintendo.
Well, I think the thing with Man of Steel's popularity is that there's probably just not as many I guess maybe there's just a more majority of people who don't like know like his backstory and so just like the movie for what it was.
It had good action. I'll give it that. But
Like I like the movie because I don't know shit about superheroes, so I'm just like, I like that movie.
yeah, it had. I'll give them that. They did the action sequence as well. But other than that, but hopefully like they put Rocksteady to work on another superhero. Like I said, now would be a perfect time to do a Green Arrow game since he's actually a very popular character right now, or a Flash game since his TV show is actually incredible.
Yeah,
So-
just
I
not Superman. Fuck
Would
Superman.
love to
Now,
see
see,
a
what they're gonna
Flash game that plays like Sonic. A good Sonic game.
Nah.
Would that be hilarious?
No,
though?
a Flash game made with Flash.
Capo Mikey the game.
Adobe Flash.
That's what I'm
But
joking.
yeah, like
Or
another superhero.
now,
would
see
be
what they're
fine,
gonna
like-
do is they're gonna do a series of games based on Batman versus Superman.
No. Shut up.
Oh wait,
Like the Arkham games were fantastic.
Or they
Arkham
could do
City was actually one of the greatest games ever made. So like I don't hate. You can't hate the Batman games. They've been fantastic.
clearly they're gonna
but-
do a bunch of games based off Gotham, the TV show.
Nah, that show's not even gonna last another season. It sucks.
I like it.
I have an idea. Make an entire game based around that moment where Flash challenged Superman to a race.
I don't get it.
He did that,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they raced.
and somehow they tied. Because you can't have two superheroes actually win against one another.
Fuck that. Do another lap. Shit.
Who will tire out first?
Nobody knows either of their top speed. So yeah.
Let's make a Goku versus Superman game.
Oh,
Shut
God.
up!
Why would you want Goku to get beat up every fucking time?
Superman DLC for Xenoverse.
Well, I don't see that not being impossible. Didn't they put Ghost Nappa?
You don't get the joke, do you? You don't like. Do you get what I'm referencing here?
Yeah,
You're
shit,
talking
say
about
that.
You're talking about the
Oh,
death
Goku.
battle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the, I'm just making a joke because that still has controversy, and people are wanting them to redo the fight just because of the Super Saiyan God form.
Shittiest god ever.
I want to do a video about that. Not the death battle specifically, but you know
The people wanting them to redo it. 'Cause that's like
We'll save that
okay,
for
okay.
another video.
the
'cause-
death battle, but not the death battle, as in the video death battle, but just just Superman versus Goku. I want to talk about that eventually.
Yeah, me too. Cause like the whole
I want
logic
to set
behind
the
it.
record straight.
that Goku would win.
Goku
No.
will lose.
Oh, okay.
Is Goku immortal and
No.
omnipotent in that form?
No,
Then what difference will it make?
none.
Because in that form he beat an actual
Especially-
god.
No, he didn't.
Apparently.
Bill still beat him.
It's just a
Bills
word
was
they
still-
put in front of
yeah,
it.
Bills was still holding back on him in that form.
Yeah, well.
We're not gonna get into that now because we're supposed
So,
to talk
yeah.
about. the
But now
video
he's
game.
got Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Clearly he could win now.
Nope, because Superman's new powers make him even more overpowered.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no, because I plan to talk about Dragon Ball Z as a whole eventually, so I'll save
Yeah.
it for that.
Dragon Ball
Yeah,
Super.
like we'll save it.
But,
We'll save it for that. But
I was just making a joke.
Wait, can I bring this back to Superman?
yeah,
What's the deal with him pulling out his logo from his chest and throwing it?
oh, nothing.
Okay, so that just happened.
Yeah, just ignore that from that old movie.
And this probably isn't going to go anywhere. But the last thing on the list is Xseed Games.
Weren't they someone in Final Fantasy? I think they were in
That's
8.
death.
Xseed. That does
They've
sound
made
familiar.
It's somebody who left Seed.
Shut up.
like that sounds.
This is an
familiar, but
X-parrot. Parrot.
They do XCOM. I can't remember.
Oh, that'd be hilarious if they did.
They've done like a variety of
Yeah, I know, but,
games.
like,
Hold
can't
on, I
remember
got it.
I can't remember. Like I know I've seen that name before.
I
Like they're
see
one of
it
those companies
too.
you've seen the name but you can't remember.
What about Arc System? Is Arc System in there?
No.
Oh.
A lot of the people we know about.
Well, they're called Marvelous USA now, but whatever.
What about Axis? Is Axis in there somewhere?
Half Minute Hero.
Oh, wow.
Them.
Naughty Dog.
The YS games. Yes.
Oh.
YS games. Yeah.
That's where I've heard them.
Yes, games.
Corpse Party.
Oh. They did that?
They're working on the last story.
Ah,
They've worked on some of the Rune Factory games.
Okay. so I can
Oculus
see.
Trip.
So yeah, they're one of those companies that just did a lot of games. But,
Yeah,
like, they're
Sin
not
on
really major,
Kagura.
so who knows? Like,
The
They're like
Vita.
Compo Heart.
They pretty much like made the entire population of Vita games.
Yeah, pretty much.
JRPG haven,
they do more Masa.
I believe so.
Okay.
Wow.
They did.
More Masa, probably Odin Sphere. I'm pretty sure it's the same people.
Yeah, they are.
Golden Sphere. I thought that was Outlast.
Was it?
There was some 3DS game that I remember that like Unchained Blades. That's the main one that I remember that they did that was a 3DS game
I don't know.
that I
JRPGs
wanted,
together.
but yeah.
Are they
Well, yeah, I don't
part
think
of
we'll
E3?
have much to say about XC. So
Yeah, this is actually a really weird one to pick up.
I just like remember the name from that.
No. The weird thing is that we all had like something familiar to it.
yeah, but like they're just not that major. So like I don't know what they would do.
They're like the little engine that could.
Yeah.
Like, I know that company. I just don't know what they do.
They're just
No one ever
they're
knows.
just they're just JRPG people. Put it like that.
Jar.
They're PlayStation people, yeah.
And I guess that's the end of that. Is there anything that like wasn't like listed that we want to like talk about?
Well, Rockstar.
Other than just being hopeful stuff. Yeah, not really.
The last limerick.
What?
What?
You'll get that one.
What?
You'll get it later.
No, I want you. You're going to explain that shit.
Just in the video.
Is that the end of it?
Pretty much, I guess we could say. E3 looking somewhat pretty good. Even though I've never seen an E3 to this day.
Mainly, it's that like there are a couple of companies that like have like a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
And it's mostly if they'll talk about it. Like what was it? EA we said had a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and like will Microsoft have actually reveal any of the rare franchises that they say they're gonna work on?
Nintendo, especially due to all the Nintendo Directs released like so
Yeah.
far this year, have a lot to talk about. So
Well, a new Metroid be revealed, which is I hope that's my biggest hope.
So in other words, E3 is really all it is the game companies confirming or debunking leaks and are still trying to troll us by saying nothing.
Yeah, because apparently there was a Metroid game in the works, but it got canceled. So who knows?
Probably
Is
after
Square-
other M.
No, it was supposed to be like a handheld title, and it was like it was supposed to have like it was supposed to have like a unique art style to it, but like apparently they canceled it and had them other people work on something else. I can't remember what though.
are we going to?
Epic Yarn Metroid.
No.
I would love that.
No. But Clay Metroid. What's wrong with you?
No.
Paper
Wrapped up
Metroid.
romance.
What? And speaking of other M, I honestly wouldn't mind another game in that style.
Are you just
The
trying
main
to
thing that
make
killed
more
it
Final
was the
Fantasy
story.
jokes now, or
Yes.
is
Like,
Or the
Really
unlimited
something
amount
video
of mother references you can pull.
yeah,
Also, anybody else realize that it took us forever to realize that if you put the M and other M in front of other,
that mother?
That was kind of a joke of the
Yep.
entire game.
I never noticed that.
Oh my god.
Well,
yeah, like
he-
honestly,
well, I didn't-
another
well, I
game
didn't
in
play it,
other
so
M
that's-
style
that'll
wouldn't
be
bother
right,
me
yeah.
at all. But like,
Yeah, I hear
Well,
the
I
gameplay actually was
confirmed.
fun for a
And I've never
while.
played
as long as they don't-
Metroid, so
as
I
long
wouldn't
as
even
they
get the
don't-
reference.
As long as they don't make the same mistake with the first person moves, and they
It's a whole baby
focus too
Metroid
much
thing,
on
right?
the story. Like
Mother-
me, I
Mother
don't mind having Samus having a
Well,
voice
that
or
too,
anything, but
but-
they
Kinda
tried
like the
to.
origin story of
They
Metroid.
tried too much.
Yeah, like how they made her like having her go through PTSD when she saw Ridley and everything. Just
Yes, that will live with infamy.
yeah.
But yeah, aside from that, it's like, will Square Enix talk about the shit that, everyone's wanting to talk about FF15 and KH3?
No! Watch none of those things get announced.
As long as they release some
I
sort of...
would be happy if Hitman 6 gets announced this year though.
Well, aren't they coming out with a movie of that?
Yeah. I know they did announce another game was in the works, but no one knows when it's coming out.
I'd like there to be, like, some sort of, like, reveal or... just something about an English, the English release of Bravely Second. That's the Bravely series is the main thing that I'm, like, set on right now.
Oh, and fucking Let It Die, which is probably the only other PS4 exclusive I care about.
Okay, I know I said it was the last one, but I also like Brave Fencer Musashi sequel. Yeah, none of you know what that is.
No.
Get out.
I hate
Wait, what was
Let it-
that?
Let it die as
Fencer
let it die as a
Musashi.
Suda 51 game. Just leave it at that. People make No More Heroes. So and it's a PS4 exclusive. It's,
Where's No More Heroes 3?
who knows?
Oh, okay.
I thought the story ended.
Yeah?
Yeah, it did.
I know they
kind
could
of.
still make more, but like I
It's
meant for
ended, but
story wise.
It's not like they
Mm.
wrapped it up so nothing else could happen.
Yeah,
They
like I
can
mean,
make
the way
something
2
up.
ended, it could continue on, but like Suda said, Travis' story is done. So if No More Heroes 3 did happen, it probably wouldn't feature him.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know they could still. Story ending doesn't mean that the game.
So it's one of those open ended things where it's like the story has concluded, but there could be more if we decided to.
Yeah, he said he did have ideas for it. Like he was initially going to try and work on a game for the Wii U, but like things happened. So basically, Grasshopper got bought by somebody else, so he couldn't do that.
Oh, young Grasshopper.
Yeah, like as opposed to like a couple of E3s ago where we knew there was going to be lots of shit talked about for the Xbox One and the PS4, or even last year where there was just like, or even like last year where like at least for us there were like auras and other shit and like Smash Bros and shit that we knew that was going to be talked about E3.
Oh, the hype was real back then.
Yeah, this year is just pretty much a big bundle of yeah. Like I hope, like there's nothing really big happening because it's like okay we've had the next gen consoles talked about, we had the biggest like gaming news in like ever, at least because Nintendo kind of overshadowed everything last year. I don't remember the other people saying anything about anything last year, honestly. All I remember is Smash Bros.
Yeah,
and Auras.
Microsoft finally talked about Crackdown 3. Can't believe I actually left that out.
But yeah, at this point, it's just a big ball of
Eh.
wait to see what happens. Like
Yep.
all it is speculation. Like one of you guys said.
So no matter what, we just went through 1 hour just to conclude this. We're still gonna have to watch the trailers.
Pretty much.
It.
We are going to be paying attention to E3 and talking about what we saw.
Yeah, I will.
Keep their filthy Marvel and Star Wars on like Heroes 3. I swear to God.
It's gonna happen.
You're not fucking touch it.
Actually, I don't think there's that big of a chance of like Star Wars or Marvel having like that big of a role.
I don't like the fact that people are saying it because that type of thing could also drive a developer to say, yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's like, no, don't you dare! Don't listen to these assholes.
I would totally be down to seeing a laser keyblade.
There was already a laser keyblade.
I did not know this because I never played the games.
Birth by sleep. You can unlock it by defeating the mysterious figure.
Ah.
Was that Darth Vader?
No,
Honestly, depend what.
kind of.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind it, but
Where's the Spider-Man Keyblade?
I don't care.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
You can't say you wouldn't like it.
What?
You can't say you wouldn't like it.
I wouldn't like what?
Spider-Man.
Not in Kingdom Hearts. Keep that shit out of my Kingdom
But
Hearts.
it'll be the best Spider-Man game we've gotten in years.
That's Attack on Titan. That's the best Spider-Man game we've gotten in years. And then Shared Dimensions, and then Spider-Man 2.
Best Spider-Man game ever. How I shot web.exe.
And then Hulk Ultimate Destruction. That's the best Spider-Man game.
What?
Yeah, don't you remember where Hulk obviously swings on trees?
With his
What?
arms,
Nah, that game was the real prototype
with
one.
his fists.
That was prototype whatever number we're on. Prototype 3. Let's go.
Nah, unfortunately, that's probably not gonna happen.
I'm just saying random shit at this point.
Yeah, I know. Though I wish that would happen too, but yeah. Radical got shut down, unfortunately.
So yeah, we'll see you guys when E3.
When Square Enix does something important.
We'll see you guys when E3 happens. So until next time, I'm Nate.
I'm Cal.
Yeah.
Taker Waves. We are the synchronization, and we out.
Final installment 3.